Hey, what's good with it, Black Goose TV family, man? Double salute as always. It's your boy Fluence Boxing back in the building today. Look, to be real, it's really Fluence basketball if you want me to be real with it. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little boxing, you know what I'm saying, tonight as well. I don't know how long this stream is gonna be. It's for sure gonna be for the length of the Los Angeles Lakers with Denver Nuggets game. I'm coming in at the end of the second quarter. Lakers are getting worked right now. I'm not sure if Bron playing. I think Bron's not playing. You know what I'm saying? So um, that might be a big reason why. What other thing? Oh, that might be a big reason why they're losing the way they is right now. But I already dedicated myself to, you know what I'm saying, watching this game, whether it's gonna be a blowout or not. If it do end up being a blowout, y'all, I guess we can just talk more boxing for the most part. But y'all rock with me, ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, if y'all come up here, man, show some love. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that was a nice hit. As y'all can see, I'm in a different environment again. Um, y'all already know if y'all been following the channel for the past like week and a half or so. Y'all know my situation, man. I'm homeless, technically homeless. You know what I'm saying? Due to a house fire. I was in a hotel for the last couple of weeks. Just to be 100 with y'all, man. Hotels, you know what I'm saying? They can get depressing, bro. Like not no cap. They can get depressing and they can be expensive. So you know, salute to family, you know what I'm saying? They invited me into their crib. They treated me like one of their own. They showing nothing but love. So I just want to salute Miss Sharon on the live because she allowed me to come in here, stay here for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's you know, at first I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it for real, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. I'm a grown man, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can't control situations. And you know, I never asked for nothing. You know, I've always been good, but you know, in this situation, this is when you really find out. You know, what I'm saying, how good of a heart people are, and I'm just blessed to be in this position. So what I'm saying, here I am, first live in a different location type. So y'all just bear with me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be very respectful, etc. So I'm not gonna get too hyped or nothing like that. We're gonna keep things, pretty docile for the most part, because once again, first live, different location. But of course, we're gonna keep rocking. Like I said, man, regardless of the situation, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what equipment I may have, I'm always going to give y'all the content. You know what I'm saying? I went through a phase when it came to doing this thing. Like I went through a phase, like period, when I was doing this whole YouTube thing, and I would be so inconsistent. I wouldn't respect it in no type of way. But now, like I realized, man, regardless, man, we're gonna be here. We're gonna do it. It don't matter what your situation is. No matter what you got. It's all about, what I'm saying, showing love and, what I'm saying, appreciating the family. So the first thing I do want to say before we really get into this live is, yo, Fluence Lounge, the first Fluence Lounge of the year this past Saturday, Gervonta Davis, Protector Luis Garcia, was fire. It was lit. And if y'all missed it, man, it ain't even worth going back and watching again because it was like a 5 hour stream. Didn't even seem like it. Zen was in there from the beginning for the most part. Dub came in. It was fire, man. It was fire. So salute to everybody who also hopped in the chat. Remember, Let's Talk About It was in there doing this thing. We had a couple new faces up in there too. We had a couple old faces. It was just a good time. So if y'all missed out on that, man, just make sure y'all join for the next Fluence Lounge because I think this year Fluence Lounge is really going to be our one. You know what I'm saying? Especially once we get into my permanent spot and we get into the new setup, I think it's gonna be like it's just gonna go up from here. So I just want to appreciate everyone on Fluence Lounge, man. That was a good time. First Fluence Lounge of the year was fire. Now, with all that being said, if y'all come up in here, man, show some love. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the family. Don't know why you want to be part of the family as of now, but go ahead and be part of it. Comment. If you come up in here, man, you got something to say, go ahead. Feel free to get up in that comment section, go crazy with it. And then, of course, what I'm saying, possibly when we get toward a little bit later in the stream, I'll go ahead and what I'm saying, I'll drop the link. See anybody wants to come in here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, much love to people. Appreciate you. Happy Monday to everybody. Obviously Monday is never the greatest, like I always say, but hey, it's the end of Monday. That's the one thing that I love doing about streams. It's like the days I don't really be feeling. When I'm on stream, that means it's the end of the day. Be relaxed and be having a good time. So we here nonetheless. We're watching Lakers. We're watching Denver Nuggets. Lakers are getting smacked right now. It's all good. I mean, I told you I was probably gonna make it for the second half. I told y'all. So what I'm saying, the first half just ended. So just waiting for the second half. So much love to people. Salute to the people as always, man. Feeling good, feeling great. You know what I'm saying? Stop all the hate, So with that being the case, let me give y'all like a real update. I don't know how much y'all care, but I want to give y'all a real update right now. on my progress of basically finding a new place, taking care of the old place, and just what's the timeline expected when it comes to the new setup coming in. Right now, no specific timeline. I'm really hoping that possibly it'll take max 2 months for me to get into the new spot and get set up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be moving into another spot like as far as renting. I got all my qualifications, things like that. Y'all know last year, if y'all was following my journey, I told you I was in the house hunting days. I was trying to find a house. I was unsuccessful doing so last year. This year, it seems like it's going to be a lot more promising and I'm going to be a lot more aggressive. So I have everything in place. Everything's good, approved. I'm saying? I got a fire realtor. So I'm really confident this time that I'm going to find a place and I'm going to move into it. I'm saying? I'm not going to say fairly quickly, but, I'm thinking in 2 months, I'm saying? We're going to be rocking and rolling. So that's an update for the people, man. Just keep rocking with your boy, man. Keep saluting, keep moving, be part of the family because I'm telling you, we only going up from here. I'm telling you, got a lot of big plans for the channel. But first and foremost, what I can do is just, keep being here for the content. Anyone who wants to pop in, anyone who wants to show love, anyone who wants to get on the stream, we're gonna be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna stop the funk. You feel me? So that's the update on my side. Y'all can see, man, I'm in a little bit better spirits than usual because things are starting to look a lot better than what they looked at least like 2, 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So you have your ups and downs. I'm just trying to stay up with it. I'm trying to keep moving forward because there was times things was real bleak. I'm telling you. But nonetheless, one thing that I kept doing and one thing that I enjoyed doing and one thing that made everything seem, constant and consistent, period, you know what I'm saying, was doing this right here. You know what I'm saying? So we back again. We on the Fluence basketball side of the game, Lakers versus Denver. You know what I'm saying? Also, y'all see the topic too. I put it was the Gervonta Davis fight rigged, just in case the Lakers do end up getting blown out and the game is kind of boring. We got a topic at hand that we can talk about. And I kind of want to recap. I want to recap that card anyways, because one, I gotta salute Showtime and PBC. I ain't even finna lie to y'all. Like that card was fire. And for it to be like the first card of the year in boxing, fire. And you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to remember all the way back the last time we had like a super fire card in the beginning of the year for boxing. Like I really can't really remember. Usually it don't happen until kind of like later, like maybe like March type. The most recent I could remember where it was kind of the anticipated fight, like early in the year, was Earl Spence versus Danny Garcia, but that card was kind of trash. It wasn't like packed. So like to have a fire card like that in such an early year, I got to salute PBC at Showtime, and I got to salute all the boxers that were on that card that were willing to stack on that card. And maybe Rashidi Ellis, he had to take an L, but Villa said he'd be willing to run it back. Andrade, as much as y'all may hate him, I salute Andrade because he was willing to go ahead and be the opening of a card when I don't even remember the last time he opened a card. He was always main event. Boots Ennis, he took a fight against somebody that um, it wasn't short notice, but it wasn't someone he expected to fight. You feel me? And then of course Gervonta Davis took a hard matchup in Hector Luis Garcia, and we saw how the outcome was. It was nothing but fire. You know what I'm saying? But you already know what it is, man. We got Dub Right Side in the building. What's good with it? I always double salute Dub. By the way, anybody who's hopping up in here, man, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, show some love. And if y'all got something to say it. You feel me? Keep the conversation flowing. You know what I'm saying? It's always better when we can hear y'all opinion. Dub said, go dogs. Hey, by the way, Dub, you always know you welcome into the live chat. You feel me? So let me know, say the word. I'm dropping the link. You already know what time it is. You feel me? And anybody else, it's nothing but love, man. We spread the positivity. I ain't stingy with the camera. You feel me? So I dropped the link right away if y'all want to hop up in here. But um, yeah, man, good start of the year for boxing. A lot of expectations, man. A lot of expectations. How they gonna follow that up? As of right now, um, obviously y'all see that the little Gervonta Davis, was it rigged? I don't really believe that. I just kind of put that for shock value. What I really want to talk about is I had a lot of things. And oh yeah, by the way, y'all, it's halftime. By the way, if y'all don't know, for the Lakers Denver Nuggets game, I did not see the first half. I really kind of got here with like I got back to the crib with like 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and I wasn't really paying attention to it. Like I was getting everything set up, getting right, you know what I'm saying, to do the live, and getting settled in and all that good stuff. But you know what I'm saying, once halftime ends and the game's on, I'll probably focus a little bit more on the game. But I had a lot of criticism for Gervonta Davis for a long time, and maybe I had it directed toward him, and it shouldn't have been. It's like maybe I should have redirected it to TNT and Floyd because it's very interesting to see now. As soon as Gervonta Davis steps away from Floyd, and some people speculate, okay, he really didn't step away from Floyd. Like Floyd said, if you're rocking with Al Heyman, you're rocking with me type. Um, but even with the step away, already Davis, even with the unfortunate charge that he got, I don't even want to talk about that. He still went through with the Hector Luis Garcia fight, and we all knew how tough that fight was going to be because Hector Luis Garcia ain't no joke. He already called out Ryan Garcia. He wants that fight, and but I believe more. And look, I'm a Ryan Garcia fan. Like I'm more of a Ryan Garcia fan than Gervonta Davis any day of the week. He's from where I'm from. Always gonna support Ryan Garcia, but you gotta call a spade, man. Gervonta Davis, he's showing that he really wants that fight. He did the tune-up fight, and now he's saying, like, let's go. I'm ready, Ryan Garcia. Garcia is, I don't really like seeing that he pulled or he ended up canceling his tune-up fight and saying he just wants to focus on Gervonta. I don't think that's a good sign on his side of the camp, but Davis, I'm gonna give it to him, man. Davis and Devin Haney kind of showed it before, but Davis is really showing like, hey man, I've been winning these fights, I've been winning the big fights, and now that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Dub said, "Give me to at least the fourth quarter. You're not watching that." Okay, so that's why he said, "Go Dogs." That's right. I forgot at work. One of my coworkers, he is a who's Georgia going against? He's what? Not LSU, TCU. Who they going against? That's who. Because I remember it was during our meeting this morning. He was like, "Yeah, we gonna be wearing the purple or whatever. I ain't going for Georgia, nothing." And then like another one of my coworkers, he said, "Man, I hate Georgia, so we going against them all day." Yeah, TCU. That's right, TCU. So one of my coworkers, a wife, is a TCU alum, so he was like, "Man, just go against the dogs." Da, 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 da. So I forgot the national championships is tonight. But no, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. Keep everybody updated, Dub. I don't really watch. I never watched college football like that, so I don't really be into it. If Zen was in here, Zen's more the college football type dude. I don't even be watching football like that. Like I just more so when it comes to football, I kind of just listen to the highlights. I'm more just a boxing, MMA, basketball type dude. But I be interested. Like I'd be interested to an extent when it comes to football and all that good stuff. So, ooh, that was a crazy dunk. Yeah, man, he definitely got Kenyon Martin jeans. But yeah, keep us updated on that. But salute to everybody, anybody who come up in here. We winning 52-7. Oh, I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow. They're gonna be salty. It's gonna be like, man, why everybody like this in the office? And I'm like, oh, y'all team lost. That's crazy. 52-7 is crazy. That's kind of why I don't really watch college football, bro. Because I'm like, it's kind of like the best team always wins. It's like it's mad rare you're gonna get an upset type. Like it really got to be like a special situation type to get a to get like an upset in college football. It's usually almost always the best team wins. So I guess some people would kind of like argue the same thing for boxing. Like, yo, you kind of always know who's going to win. It's really a special occasion for somebody to get an upset in boxing. So I guess I'm kind of being hypocritical there, but nonetheless, let me ask you this: as a college football fan, is it just being such a fan of the team that like you would keep watching a game that's so like blown at, like that's like not even close, like there's no chance for them to come back? Because I'm like, if it's 52-7, I'm like, when did they score the seven? Like when out there? Like it seemed like it took a long time for it to be like, when did they score seven type? TCU's been upsetting hella people this year. That don't surprise me because I never really heard of TCU being a good college football team. Like not a good, but like a great, like being on a type of stage where they're going against like Georgia. Georgia always been a great football team. So it's like it was kind of surprising to even hear TCU. I know enough about college football to know like which you know colleges are powerhouses when it comes to college football because usually it's the same teams like 10 years, 20 years at always the powerhouse, and then every sometimes you got like the sneak in type. So, but yeah, salute to the people, man. For real, double salutes, man. Hopefully y'all Monday is solid. Telling y'all, man, we gonna keep the streaming consistent, bro. The streaming is consistent. We're gonna get the consistent content, and then we're gonna work our way up, you know what I'm saying, to not only consistent content, but you know what I'm saying, everything looking absolutely immaculate when it comes to the presentation. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm starting from the ground up in both situations. I'm starting from the ground up and like life as far as like my crib and all that type stuff. And I'm starting from the ground up with with this YouTube thing, because man, consistently off the phone is crazy. But it's like I'm enjoying it, and I feel like kind of like I feel like the lives have been fire, man. Especially Fluence Sounds was fire. It's a good time. Great card too. I'm trying to figure out too, like what's the next? Oh, I can't wait. Let me see real quick. I want to see because y'all know. I can't wait for Anthony. My bad. Anthony Yard versus Arthur Better Bill. Let me see when that happens. 'Cause I think that's probably gonna be the next big kind of fight. That's early in this year. When is it? I think that's February. No, that's January 28th. Yeah, that's before. So I can't wait for that fight. That fight's gonna be fire, bro. And it's gonna be in Anthony Yard's hometown. Even though Anthony Yard really don't get no love from his hometown. Let's be honest with you. So I really don't know how much of a home court advantage he's gonna have for that. That's gonna be fire. I can't wait for that. Here we go. We got the second half about to start for the Denver Nuggets versus LA Lakers game. I need the LA Lakers to pick it up just a little bit, but I don't think LeBron's playing. I'm not 100% sure about that. I kind of be mad if LeBron's not playing because I'm like they on a 5 game winning streak type, and I would think against a team like Denver, LeBron would want to be there for that game because I think the next stretch of like five, no, the next stretch of probably like 7 games is crazy. So it's not bad. 48-62. Let me see LeBron playing. I'm watching off my phone. That's why I'm looking down. But so I'm on my phone right here. You feel me? Got it set up. You hear me? Starting from the bottom. Now we here. Yep, I knew it. Bron's not playing. That's the only thing that kind of bugged me, but I can't be mad about it. It's like AD is younger and he's been injured and ain't been in, so it's like Bron can't play every game. That's a good move. That's a buck. Schroeder can't hold Murray, bro. He's too small. It's good to see Murray back too. By the way, Murray, man, I remember like 3 years ago he was a dog, straight dog. I thought he was gonna be one of the next best like shooting guards in the league, and I still think he has top tier talent. It's just man, them injuries really took away like a good amount of his years. But it's good to see him back. Denver Nuggets is stacked, bro. Like I remember like this roster, bro. They've been hyping up this roster for a long time, but they've had injuries. I think a lot of people don't even remember how much of a beast Aaron Gordon was on Orlando. I really feel like I don't know, that's probably disrespectful, but Aaron Gordon isn't as good no more. Like on Denver, like he's solid, but he ain't what I thought he was for real. Oh, Murray hooping 15 points. You gotta hit that shooter. Damn, bro. And this is another thing too. When I know, like, what I noticed for the Lakers is like they just don't. And I'm not necessarily talking about the stars. That's a bucket. Oh, that's ugly. And I'm not necessarily talking about the stars, but like the bench, the role players on the Lakers, like when it comes to them playing away, they never play the same, bro. Like at home, which is understandable. That's usually how what I'm saying basketball works. But it's like great pass. You got to go up with that, though, boy. You just got to go up with that. Oh, that takes injury. That's what we need right there. Bars. I was fired. It, none seems like he's starting to pick it up a little bit. 11 points, 4 for 7. The other night, I don't think against the Kings, I think he had what, like 20 something? That was either against the Kings or the Hawks. He had like a 20 ball. Good defense. There we go. Let's get it down to 10, Lakers. Let's go. LA. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ooh, get that out of there. That was a bad shot, boy. Who is that? Is that Christie? Don't do that. Mm. See, you gotta get that. Oh, they gave him a tech. That's crazy. That's what the Lakers need, though. I'm trying to figure out what happened. That's corny. Basketball is corny for giving that a. I know you can't touch. If anything, give him a delay a game. Why are you giving him a tech? That's corny. Like Jamal Murray, he did a little finger roll and he caught himself, bounced it, and he gave it to him respectfully. That's usually a delay a game, but now it's a tech when they like. I know you can't touch. I guess if you a fast paced team, I kind of get it. Like you're stopping them from being able to move, but they're giving Toscano major minutes, man. I don't know. I don't really like Toscano, to be 100 with you. If I was the Lakers, I would be looking to try and see what I can get for Toscano, man. But they starting them, so maybe, man, I'm missing something. I think Lonnie Walker's still injured, and so is Austin Reeves. Excuse me. Oh, that's a buck. Schroeder is really nice. Is Russell playing? Oh, Beverly is out with a hip injury, yo. I don't really care about that. Is Russ playing though? I be feeling like the Lakers, man. I be feeling like they got like yeah, because they got dudes on the bench. I don't even know who they is, man. It's like they roster just be injury prone type, man. Like what's going on? Bro, eating cotton candy in the first row. I don't remember the last time I had cotton candy, bro. I had cotton candy as a kid, man. Cotton candy, bro, that's nasty. Cotton candy is nasty, bro. Cotton candy's wild. Like you just eating a big fluff of sugar. Like who fucks with cotton candy, man? That's crazy to me, bro. At least as a grown adult, or even as a teenager, maybe that's some kid shit, bro. It's just want some sweet shit. Cotton candy ain't shit. It's just a big fluff ball of just ugh, shit nasty. Bro was chomping that joint though. I was like, man, you chomping it like that's a real savory type. Ooh, Shooter only got 7 points. That's why y'all down, bro. Schroeder got to pick it up, man. We need a 30 ball from Schroeder tonight. He got to go crazy the second half. I think the reason why though Schroeder is probably having a little bit of a Murray is really going crazy right now. I think the reason why Schroeder's having such a tough time is because he has to really work on the defensive man, bro. You just gotta look to your side, man. Look, oh, that's a tough shot. You had a wide open man, bro. Come on, Brian, you rushing it, bro. You gotta chill. Bucket. Christie sprained his ankle. You got to go up stronger than that, Bryant. Ain't no way, broski. You got to go up stronger than that, broski. Oh man, ain't no fouls, nothing. This game is crazy, bro. Come on, man. Westbrook not like what I'm not a fan of, bro. Is like if Brian's not gonna play, we need Westbrook. Brian should have went up with a pump fake. You got to pump fake that, bro. You can't always just feel like you can do bully ball, especially in this game. It seemed like they really not calling anything. It's want me to be 100 with you, which I think is dope. But I'm like, that's the case. Give him the pump and the fake. You feel me? Then go up with that journey. Shooter, come on, bro. You got 7 points. That's a good hit, Brian. Brian staying consistent. That's a good hit. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Good defense, better offense. I remember at one point people said Michael Porter Jr. was supposed to be the next KD. Oh, good move, Schroeder. Oh, that was good. You got to go back up with that right away, bro. Come on, man. Great pass. Great finish from Nunn. That's what I'm talking about. For them, for how limited the Lakers roster is to only be down by 11, like their defense is like top tier. I got to give them that. They just don't got enough pieces right now, bro. Like I could tell, and they lowball like a little bit, like um, a little small too, bro. No lie, but their defense is on point. They playing hard. They just got to make some shots that you know what I'm saying that needs to be made. If they can get a bucket here and change the momentum, that's what they need. Get that bucket done. Oh, that's not a foul. Get rid of it, bro. 8 seconds. That's a tough shot. I don't even know why you would take that. That's a bad shot, man. No disrespect, bro. That's a bad shot. Like that, if you would have got a bucket, oh, great defense, Toscano. Oh, great take. That's what I'm talking about. Was that Toscano? 60-69. That's what I'm talking about, Lakers. Let's go. Russell is playing. Let's get Russell in the game. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's get, yeah, okay. I ain't mad at it now, bro. No cap. All right, so this is where the Lakers got to start really pushing, man. I'm like, I would sub Russell in right now. I'll probably take out Christie. I keep none in. I keep Toscano. I'll keep Schroeder in, and I'll keep Westbrook. Play small ball and then just keep Bryant down there. You know what I'm saying? And like let's play hard. Let's play good defense. Get around the picks. You know what I'm saying? Don't necessarily deny everything, but just force a tough shot. Let's try to get them to get the ball on the inside and let's run, run, run. You feel me? Because I'm like, ain't no way they should be down by only 9. Denver is everyone is healthy for Denver right now, bro. Every single one, like Denver is straight healthy. They should be blowing the Lakers out at home too. This shouldn't even be a close game. No cap. Salute to Sergeant Manuel Perez for your dedication. You know what I'm saying? Respect. And salute to the Black Goose family members, man. We here, dog. Sports and versus keeping it on 110%. I'm feeling good, y'all. I ain't even finna lie to you. Like, work was slow today. I'm not even gonna cap. Towards the end, like the way my work goes is like I have set hours, but at the same time I don't. So like it can be mad busy in the beginning and then it can be slow for the rest of the day and I can leave early. Or it can be mad slow in the beginning and then like kind of towards the end of my day when I'm ready to go, it can get mad busy and then I'll be there longer. Today was one of those days where it got mad busy toward the end. So I was there longer. But which I don't mind. I don't like for my job, it's never a good thing for it to be slow because I'm in sales, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I always want it to be busy. So it's like I'm not like unless you were lazy, like you can't be in sales and be a lazy nigga because you'll never make money. So it's like you want it to be where you constantly like shit's always going. So I was happy that it ended that way, but then I went and got in a great workout. The workout was fire. I wasn't gonna lie to you, man. I was in the gym today, man. I saw a bad little Mexican joint, man. She was like fire, bro. I want to say something, man. I want to say something, but I'm like, I'm on the rough side. I ain't got a cut in a minute. I'm dealing with homelessness, you feel me? So I was like, I kind of let it go. But I had the perfect opportunity. Your boy was hitting the leg press, and like she walked by, and then like she kind of bumped into me. She was like, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh no, it's good, girl." I was like, "Oh, that was my opening," but I just let it go, y'all. I'm a punk for that. I let it go, man. Shit, ain't no way you could miss a shot if you don't shoot. You feel me? And shooters shoot, and I for sure didn't shoot. You feel me? I was like I was a big man. I ain't gonna shoot the three. I need to take it to the paint. Let me get an easy buck. But sometimes you can't get an easy buck with the bad joints. You feel me? I got to stop that. Here we go. We got Westbrook back in. Let's see what lineup they went with. Let me see this. They got Westbrook. They got Nunn. They got Schroeder, and they got Toscano. And Gabriel. Okay, they did the exact lineup I was talking about. That's a bad shot, Nunn. They did the exact lineup I was talking about though. Instead of oh, that's a good pass, Nunn. Oh, that's a bad shot, Toscano. What was that, bro? Goodness gracious. But they did the exact lineup I was talking about, other than Bryant. They subbed out Bryant, put in Gabriel, which I don't know if I'm a fan of. I probably would have kept. That's a great closeout right there from Gabriel. We need a bucket right here, Wes. We need a bucket. We need a bucket. I don't know what that was, Westbrook. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Show you boys some love, man. We got Dub in the building. What's good with it, Dub? Happy
Cool, what
Monday,
up?
bro.
Happy Monday, man. Hey, I'm look just to let you know, I'm still
Oh
watching
shit,
the
hold up. I
game right
can't
now.
hear
So
you.
you can't hear me?
I got my Bluetooth on. I didn't even realize it.
Touchdown.
You good?
Yeah. Oh,
Can
hold
you
on,
hear
hold
me?
on.
Damn, I
Yeah,
can't
I
hear
can
you,
hear you.
bro.
Can you hear me?
I don't know if that's me or you.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm gonna add you back in. Hold on a second. I don't know why I couldn't. Oh, it had it. All right, there we go. Say something, Doug. Let me see if I can hear you.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Damn, bro, I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you, Doug.
Testing.
You got your volume up?
Yeah, my volume up.
I don't know if that's my side, dog, or your side.
Hold on, let's see something. I can tell you whose side it is. Watch this.
Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna go on the I'm gonna just hop in the stream on my other phone. I'm gonna see if I can hear you through the actual stream. Salute everybody though. You know what I'm saying? Anyone in here? Blessings. All right, say something now, Doug.
Testing 1, 2, 3. I can hear myself on
Yeah, I
YouTube.
don't think was that me?
Yeah, that's you. I can hear myself on YouTube.
Was that me? Oh, is my shit pausing, y'all? My shit must be pausing. I didn't even know it. Why ain't nobody tell me that?
We can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
I don't know why. I can't hear you, bro.
You can hear me now?
Why ain't nobody tell me that?
Can you hear me now?
Hold up. Oh, he said he can hear himself on YouTube, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can
That's
hear. I
crazy.
can
Hold
hear
on a
you.
second. I got an idea. I know what I'm finna do. Stay in the chat. I already know what I'm finna do. You keep talking. I'm gonna pull myself out,
Yeah,
and then
what
I'm
I'm
gonna
supposed
come
to talk
back in.
about? He talking
So
about
I'm just
keep
gonna
talking.
pull myself out. It
Yeah,
should. I think the stream should keep going. Or if I
what
gotta
am I
start it
supposed to
over, I
talk
will.
about?
But
But
I
what
already
am I
know.
supposed to talk about?
It's
Because I'm
crazy.
not watching. See, security.
LeBron James cries after almost getting down. Hold on. This is crazy.
They need to bring security on Flu, man. The brother don't have a clue what he's doing
I
on his
can't
own
hear you for
screen.
some reason, bro. I wonder if this whole time my shit been skipping low blow ball.
No, it hadn't.
I'm like, Doug been watching me. I wonder if this whole time my shit been skipping low blow ball.
Nah, bro, you haven't been
No, it
skipping,
hadn't.
bro.
Oh, I can hear you on the other joint.
You haven't been skipping at all.
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
don't
My shit
know.
working over here, but I can't hear you over here for some reason.
It's just, yeah, that's it right there. That's it right
That's
there.
low
Exactly
ball
what you
weird.
just said.
I ain't never did this in my life. Oh, he say I ain't been skipping. I don't know why it ain't. The fuck? Hold on, let me see something.
Man, you sound, hey, bro, sound like my grandma.
Here, I'm
You
gonna
know when
remove you real quick, bro, and I'm gonna bring you back in.
when old folks when they trying to when they doing
I don't know what's going on right now with the StreamYard side of the game. I never be. I say something now.
testing 1, 2, 3 testing 1, 2, 3
It's crazy, bro.
testing.
I really can't hear you, bro. I don't know why.
Take the Bluetooth out, man. If you're working with the Bluetooth.
I know you talking to you like, man, what's going on? Shit crazy. I don't even know how to fix this shit. No cap. I don't got the Bluetooth in now, but I guess I could try. Let me see if I use my Bluetooth. All of a sudden, I'll be able to hear you. I just feel like if I did the Bluetooth, my voice would come in kind of weird. My joint set. Y'all rock with me. Bear with me right now. We having some technical difficulties. Let's see if we can get right. Hold on. Say something now, Doug. Let me see if I can hear you.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing
Damn, I'm
one
like
two
not even
three.
the Bluetooth, man. So it must be something
Look at Nicole Dean down there.
going on
Nicole.
with either my phone or. So look, I'm about to switch up the game for you.
Look at Nicole.
I'm not even gonna cap. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enter the here, I already know what I'm gonna do. That's why sometimes you gotta be on your Kevin Gates and you gotta have two phones. So I'm just gonna enter the studio on my other phone and I already know that one's gonna work and I'll watch the game on my regular phone. So give me 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. Bear with me. Make sure y'all come up here and y'all showing love, man. Just hit the like button. We about to be right. And I'll figure this out next time. Boo, 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 boo.
Flu country ad, man.
So
Respectfully, of course. Flu, he remind you
yeah,
of
yeah,
like
Dub,
my
update
great
the people,
grandma.
man. Let them know what's going on
Yeah,
so I
you
get
know
this
when
right.
your great grandma or somebody you trying to teach them how to use technology, but you can't. They don't really understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where we at with Flu. He ain't the technology. I don't know. He seems old beyond his years. He's really young, but he seems old beyond his years because he has no clue what he's doing with technology. Respectfully, of course. And so, but it is what it is. Man, the update that I got for y'all is Georgia seems to be like, or it seems that they're going to be the national championships in the fourth quarter. It's 59-7 against TCU. This is the national championship game. Kirby is using his timeouts and giving the credit to, to the people right now. Flu, can you hear me?
Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna be up in there.
No, he still can't hear me. So Kirby uses his timeouts to give the flowers to the guy. You got Staquavius, his real name Stetson, aka Staquavius Bennett. Right, we got him doing his thing. Shout out to Staquavius. Then we have Brock Bowers. He showed out tonight. Lad McConkley, the entire defense. Javon Bullock, the man had 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. My God, what else can he do? What else can he do? Hey, all I can say is great to be a Georgia Bulldog. The connection. Listen, excuse me. My God, this Georgia defense is fierce. They playing tough, hard nose. Yeah. In the last 2 years, we like 34-1, and our only loss was to Alabama, of course. And
I'm gonna lie, StreamYard really playing a number on me right now, man.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing. Oh, here we go.
This is
Now we lucky.
crazy.
We lucky. See, Zen, don't do that, man. Don't do that. We weren't lucky. Alabama just they lost twice. They lost. So now all of a sudden because they lost. What you want? You can't lose to Tennessee and lose to LSU and expect to be in the national champion. Come on. Put some respect on Georgia names, Zen. Don't do me like that. Respectfully, of course. Respectfully. Oh man.
So it makes sense, bro.
Yeah, TCU is weak though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. See, here we go. The woulda should. Here come the woulda shoulda
I know,
coulda
yeah. I
crowd.
may have to.
There they go. Y'all lucky. Ohio State shoulda beat y'all. Oh, okay.
I may have to do no guess today because I'm trying to log into my shit on my other one on my StreamYard. My bad if I'm interrupting you, Dub. And it's
We'll
trying to
be
say the
back
account
next
don't
year.
exist, and I'm literally putting in my email. StreamYard ain't showing me no love right now. It's acting weird.
Hey, my brother Flu, Flu, he gotta
Oh, I
go.
see what I'm doing wrong. My
Flu
bad.
gotta recover
Keep
his
talking, Dub.
password.
I see what I'm doing wrong. I'll be back.
The brother had to recover the password. You know how that goes. So, come here. Jalen Walker, baby, off that edge. That defense is real. Let's go, boys. Look at him. He come flying out there screaming at him. Number 3 wasn't even ready. Wham! So, I mean, then you got to realize now this is the same TCU team that went and beat Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Michigan beat Ohio State, right? So we gotta give credit where credit is due. TCU they scrubs in my opinion, but they did beat Michigan, and Michigan did beat Ohio State, and then we beat. You know, it is what it is. So man, he got himself on here twice. Touchdown!
Y'all hear
Another
me
one.
now?
Branson Robinson done scored twice already. Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Bam, good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, broski. I had to
What?
switch phones. I don't know what's going on with my other phone, bro. It was not letting me hear your sound. That shit was weird.
Man, Branson Robinson just scored again. Right now, Flu, we going crazy over here. This Georgia offense and defense going absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? What's the score? The score is about to be 66-7.
Oh my god, why you even watching that? That sounds terrible.
Bro, this is my favorite. Bro, I live it, bro. I'm a Georgia fan, bro. Did he miss? And then he missed the field goal. The damn kicker missed the field goal. So now it's 65-7, bro. Because he missed it. How you missed the field goal? It
Bruh.
don't matter.
I'm telling you, I was that got me. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I'm like, man, StreamYard be on some things sometimes, but hey, we here nonetheless. So you on the college football side of the game right now?
Yeah, man, this game is over. You know, it's the fourth quarter. Georgia, they got all their backups in. The backup quarterback, backup running back, he just scored his second touchdown of the game. So it ain't nothing for me to be paying attention to. But you know, I just being a fan, bro. You know how it is.
I just let me ask you this: when did they score? Like when they get to 7 points? Like how long? Like did it take TCU to score the 7 points? Was it in the beginning of the game or was it later?
Yeah, no, they scored like I think it was their third drive, either their second or third drive. They scored a touchdown on a fluke play. They really got down on on a real fluke play where some miscommunication. But it is what it is. They scored, and
So
ever
then
since
that means
then,
they were getting smacked for the majority of the game.
yeah. No, they so even when they scored, we had already scored twice when they scored. So it was 14-7. That was the closest the game in 14-7, or unless you want to say 0-7. But yeah. So and then
I just
Zen
want to say real
who
quick.
is Zen team? Who's Zen team?
Alabama.
Oh, okay, he a Bama fan. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, we've been a Bama fan for a long ass time.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
I just want to right now shout out the Lakers because they ain't got nobody and they only down by 13 against Denver. It's crazy. And I want to shout out Kevin Gates too. Brett said two phones. You gotta have two phones, man. If I didn't have two phones, dog, I'd be screwed right now. I'd be over here trying to figure out why I can't hear you.
Bro, what was going on?
I don't know. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, so I'm not even sure. I was like, when I
Wow.
pulled you up, like when I pulled it up, like I could hear you through the YouTube stream, but for some reason through my phone, it wasn't playing. See, they got. Oh my god. See, that might be game right there. That might be game, bro. That killed the whole momentum.
Who they playing? The Hawks?
Denver
Oh, okay, Denver.
and Denver fully healthy. They don't got Bron. They don't got AD. Yeah, Westbrook got his shit thrown, bro. That was crazy. They don't got they don't got Lonnie Walker still. They don't got Austin Reeves. Like they're literally playing players I ain't never even heard of. I'm like, man, I'm like the Lakers really got a weak. Well, I won't say weak, but I'm just like they really short-handed.
Listen to this, man. Man, I can't. The statistics in this game is just so ridiculous. It don't even make sense. This don't even make sense, man. As a unit, the team statistics total yards, right? TCU total yards 168. Georgia total yards 558.
It's like a Madden game, bro.
She just like, man,
When I
look,
go to work
TCU.
tomorrow, I'm gonna ask my coworkers. I'm like, "Hey, yo, so how did TCU do?" I was just wondering. And I'm like I didn't even know.
Bro, TCU got nine. They got 9 first downs. Georgia got 30 first downs.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I knew it was
Hey,
gonna happen, but damn, I didn't
do
expect
you
it to
be
happen like
watching?
this.
Do you be watching like regular football?
Yeah, yeah. I'm a Cowboys
Damn,
fan.
you know what I just thought about? This is such a random thought though, but I was like, damn, if I had been doing my lives like this from, because this is the phone that I'm on right now where I don't like text or nothing. If I'd been doing my lives like this whole time, I probably would have no females mad at me.
If you was doing your lives on this phone,
Yeah, because then I'd be able to text them back. But when I do it on my other one, I can't because that's the one where I text. But you be watching regular football?
yeah, yeah. I'm a Cowboys fan. We looked horrible yesterday. Horrible.
That's crazy, you a Cowboy. So I'm like, I'm not a big football fan, but I be listening to, because like when I drive to work, you know what I'm saying? I listen to like Undisputed, and then I listen to First Things First, and they be giving me all the updates. Are you hoping the Cowboys get to the? Because y'all know y'all playing the Bucks, right?
Yeah, we play the Bucks next Monday.
You think y'all gonna beat them? It's Tom Brady, bro. They say, you know what
Oh,
I'm
here
saying? He's
we
the
go.
next.
Here we go. Here we go with
I'm
Zen
just
hating,
asking,
man.
bro.
No,
If the
Zen
Bible
hate,
was,
bro.
if
He
the
hate.
Bible didn't exist, niggas would say Tom Brady is Jesus.
Man, we're gonna beat Tom Brady, bro. We'll beat Tom Brady. I ain't worried about that. I'm mad at what Zen said. They handed y'all the title, shaking my head. We've always had to earn our ships. Y'all getting a free title.
I know that's cap.
So he mad, bro, because they lost twice. They lost to Tennessee, who we beat. You feel me? And they lost to LSU, who we beat. They lost
No,
twice, and he mad that they didn't get into the champion. Nah, brother, you
No,
can't lose
I
twice.
know that's cap. I know that's cap for a fact, simply because I remember there have been multiple years where Alabama, you know what I'm saying, it was the biggest favorite on the world on the earth. You know what I'm
Fact,
saying?
one playing no damn body.
There'll be some Bama games where it's like, damn, I knew that was game. As soon as I saw Westbrook get blocked and then they hit that buzzer beater layup, I was like, oh, that's game. That's they not at home. They ain't coming back from that. Oh my
What's the
gosh, shooter, that's game. That's sad, man. And
what
third quarters be everything for the Lakers. Bucket. Got to be there for the rebound.
bro? Georgia got more rushing yards than they got total yards, bro. I'm just saying. Agree, it wasn't a blowout like this, but damn, so what you want us? How, you gonna be? What we supposed to say? Because we blowing the team out. What that mean? What you want? I don't know.
Let's be real. As soon as I heard TCU, man, I was just like, man, TCU never been a football team. You know what I'm saying? They might be doing a lot of upsets, but they ain't gonna win against no powerhouse.
Nah. Hey, well, hell, they beat Michigan.
Is old what's his name? Harbaugh still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
I can't stand
We
Harbaugh,
playing
man.
Madden. Yeah, we Georgia playing Madden over here right now. That's a fact. Look, you
Everybody
know
knew
we
that.
look
Go ahead.
when you got the fourth string in
That's
and you
the
still
problem.
padding stats, bro. With the fourth string, it's like, all right,
Yeah.
man, come on, yeah, we gotta.
65-7 is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. 65 points in a football game. That don't even make sense, bro.
But not,
That's crazy.
and there's still 5 minutes to go, and Georgia just got the ball back. So, hey, you never know. I'm looking for 70, bro. I'm looking for 70.
That's
Why
disgusting,
not?
man.
Why not?
That's
All right,
unfortunate. We got two blowouts going. You watching the blowout? I'm watching Lakers get worked right now.
they getting scrubbed up like that. What's the score?
This is about to
Let me
be a
see the
20-point
latest.
game. Here goes dunk and one.
Oh shit.
Gang. It was
Hey,
99-79. They ain't even scored. They ain't scored since like 5 minutes in the third quarter, bro.
but they ain't got LeBron. They ain't got AD. Hell, half their team
They
injured.
missing
So,
half their roster. They don't got Austin Reeves. They don't got Lonnie Walker. I'm like, bro, they don't got nobody
hey,
out there.
my boy,
They got niggas
I
from the
mean,
G League playing.
Westbrook playing.
Westbrook the only one playing, but Westbrook is hit or miss. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. He usually, well, it depends. If if he's
At
able to
home,
just
at home, Westbrook is fire, but away, like whenever
hey,
they play away against a good team, man, it's a problem if they don't got, what I'm saying, somebody to, calm everybody down and lead the way.
hey man, with Westbrook, the thing is like you say, he feasts the famine, bro. But usually when he by himself, he usually feasts, bro. You know, I'm not saying he gonna lead him to a win, but he gonna get his stats. You know, he gonna get triple doubles and shit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Off to the races.
Y'all about to get 70.
Oh, we working on it. We working on it.
I'll say this though, to be for real, like what I don't really like, and I get it, they really want Westbrook to embrace the off the bench role. Maybe they want to try and just secure the 6 man award for him. So they like, you got to come off the bench if you want that award. But I'm like, when LeBron's not playing, when AD's not playing, you have all these injuries. I just don't understand why you want to start Westbrook.
Hey man, let me pull my. Let me. It's so crazy, man.
Ben really is hurt. I don't know why he's so hurt. Ben, why are you so hurt? Why are you so disturbed right now, dog?
Hey, I will
Because you think
say,
Alabama should beat her?
I will say this: this whole year, I have said the only team I think that has a chance to beat us was Alabama. I got a lot of respect for Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with that piece. That when they didn't make it to the college football playoffs, I was like, man, this shit over, bro. We gonna run away with this one. And we I will say Ohio State. I
They
thought
didn't
that
even make
game
the playoffs though.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what's in complaining about, bro. Y'all lost twice this year. Y'all lost to Tennessee and LSU. What are we talking about?
So I'm like, I understand Zen, you being frustrated. I'm not in the college football game, and I'm like, if they wasn't even in the playoffs, bro, like,
It's
what's the
like
argument?
how they gonna win if they
Yeah,
ain't
they not
in?
even able to contend. You feel
Hold on,
me?
was it Tennessee? I think they lost to Tennessee. I'm pretty sure they lost to Tennessee. Was it Tennessee or was it hold on.
Them boys was getting blocked. They got 9 blocks, most since 10-30-21. Them niggas just stay getting blocked. That's crazy. I gotta
Yeah,
pass the
yeah.
ball, Lakers.
And see, look at this though. And then you play Texas. They beat Texas 20-19. Texas wasn't shit, bro. They wasn't shit. You beat Texas A&M 24-20. Like, but I still will say I still thought they had the best chance to beat us. So
Is Saban still the coach?
yeah, Saban, Saban doing his thing over there.
Yeah. Westbrook still out here trying to act like they got a chance. Y'all done, bro. Oh, but let me. I went to add because I'm like I don't really talk football like that, but I am interested.
Huh.
Somebody who watches football. How you feel about the playoffs? Who
Man,
you think
you
going
can
all the
I
way?
can I'm just go ahead and let you know I'm too biased to answer that question, right? So I say that because oh man, they taking a knee.
They
Man, go get
should.
a touchdown, bro.
They
Bro,
winning
it's a
by
minute.
50 points.
Bro, it's a minute and 30 something seconds left, bro. Just go get 70, man. I just want 70.
No,
I don't
there's
know
no
why.
point for that. You
Yeah,
win
you're
by
right.
50 plus points. That's crazy.
In the
Game
national
should have been
championship game.
called, bro. Game should have been called. Then said Cowboys finna get work. Look, he coming at you now. He mad about this, so he said Cowboys finna get work.
Hey, you know what? That's why I say I'm biased. I really can't say, but I think we beat I think we'll beat the Bucks. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know how this is gonna work out. I don't really trust the Cowboys when it comes to being or when it comes to my professional team, but I really don't trust them. I love them. I love them to death, but I mean, I can't. I don't trust them. I don't trust them at
I
all.
don't even think it's about trusting the Cowboys. It's just like when you go against somebody who everyone proclaims is, what I'm saying, the GOAT supposedly of football. Like we already talked about, sports is sports. There's betting, what I'm saying, all this type of stuff. I think that game's gonna come down to Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott. I really do. And I'm just saying, like, shit, if that's the case, y'all out of luck. You know what I'm saying? They called a travel on it. That's crazy. That was
Hey,
not a
look.
travel, bro.
I
He
got.
blocked.
Give
He
me a few
blocked the shot
minutes.
and he passed it.
I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. All right. I gotta.
Yeah,
I
yeah, we
gotta
did.
take in my quick celebration of my dogs real quick, and then I'll be right back.
How was that a travel? Yeah, yeah. Come back in, bro. And Zen, if you chilling, man, let me know. I'll drop the link if you want to hop in for a little bit. That's crazy that they called it travel. See, that's the only thing about this phone. The camera's not as good. You feel me? It's a little bit more blurry type. So that's why I really don't be used because this is an older phone. But hey, it is what it is, man. We here. That was crazy though. They just called it travel on Westbrook. Like no cap.
That was a good play. It's unfortunate. Like, see, I was talking, like I was saying, like I was kind of trying to be like, yo, why don't they start Westbrook tight when it comes to these situations? Because I'm like, he's still gonna be in a position where he can still contend for the six man of the year. That's what they're trying to do. But if you want me to be 100 with you, Thomas Bryant struggled tonight, and it kind of shows like, okay, you know what I'm saying, when they go against a little bit of a taller lineup, when they go against a little bit better defenders, when they go against, people in a kind of, I wouldn't say his height, but if they're around his size and they got the, you know what I'm saying, talent wise, Bryant struggles. Two, I thought Westbrook played an all right game. He didn't play a great game. He played an all right game. But I think the biggest difference, like when you look at the win streak that they've had, Dennis Schroeder did not do shit. And it's not Schroeder's fault, if you want to be 100 with you. To have the task of having to be the offensive point guard and then also guard Jamal Murray on the other side, you can tell that depleted him, bro. It wasn't even close. So you guys in the building. Let's bring him in. It's good with. I don't know if he might be busy doing something, but it's good with his in. Yeah, he must be coming into the thing. Let me
I'm heating up some burritos.
some burritos.
Yeah, but
Homemade burritos or you just bought them joints?
Just to pop them in joints. Cause I just add
Okay.
some chicken and mashed potatoes, but them bitches didn't do nothing to me. I said, well, damn. And then
Man, y'all know I've been displaced, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying, I had my this snow is just I won't lie, man. I'm not complaining none, dog. I ain't finna lie to you, boy. I got yeah, you know Miss Sharon, boy, she throw down. There's some food
she
up
go
in there. I
crazy
can't
up in that
wait
kitchen.
to
That's
me,
why I told
man.
you. I said, bro, you
No
gonna come
cap.
home to good eats. Like, might not be every day, but damn, you gonna be happy when
No.
you come home to see that good plate.
I was like, cause she made some fire food yesterday, and I know there was leftovers. So I was like, is there enough for me to, get another bowl tonight? She was like, of course. But I also made this. I was like, oh,
Oh, damn, girl, you did it again.
I was like, okay. I'm having a little bit of both. So it's like I'm chilling. You feel me? I'm not even mad at the situation. I'm starting from the bottom. Now we here Drake type. But hey man, salute to the people.
Hey man, for us to only be down as much as we down, like we should be getting blown out by 30. The fact that we even somewhat sliver up in the game still is crazy to me.
Man, y'all playing dudes. I'm like, who are they? They from like
Bro,
the
I
G
swear
League?
the
Like
white dude, I'd never seen him at before. I'm like, who is that? And then I know who
the dude
Sterling
with the
Brown is, but I'm
hair.
like, when did we get him? I'm like, what? I don't know, dog. This a whole new roster.
I'm like, y'all really. And what's weird to me is like, I don't know if they came from the G League or what, but I'm like, who are these dudes? But I think the biggest reason, one, it's like you kind of could have expected this because one, y'all got chemistry, but I don't think you guys have chemistry to the point where you guys are missing these type of pieces, and you guys are going to be able to show out against this top level team at their crib.
The
Like y'all
Lakers.
don't got Reeves, y'all don't got Lonnie Walker. Like even without LeBron, I think if you had those pieces, it would be a different game because
It's crazy though, because even though Russ isn't having the best shooting performance, him and Shooter are trying to do something. Like you got a whole new team that you haven't even played with besides Win Gabriel. Like what you expect these dudes to do? Like there's only so much you can do as a basketball player when you've had a chemistry with certain particular guys, and then you got a whole new group of dudes that don't even know what y'all been on. You know what I'm saying? Like how you expect them to go play the number one team in the West though? It's not like the Denver is like a teetering team. Like these dudes are number one in the West for a reason.
fully
Like
healthy. What about Shooter though? I'm like a lot of people like I think the biggest thing that people have to point, well, in my personal opinion, is like Shooter been going crazy lately, right? And that's a big reason why you guys have been winning because you have that
and
extra.
Russ.
But both of these guys, think about it, with the limited, uh, what I'm saying, substitution, etc., at their position, Schroeder had to have the task of scoring offensively and guarding Jamal Murray. So it's like
Well,
it's gonna be sacrificed.
I just think that you feel me. Like we wasn't just gonna beat them. Like even if Shooter had 30 and Russ had 20, like we just don't have enough scoring. Like you feel me. Like Thomas Bryant would have had to have 32. Like them three would have had to just have local games to beat them, bro. You know what I mean? It's just like that's just not realistic. Like it's just not gonna happen, especially when you just played the Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Like a good team, and then you're playing the former MVP. Like, come on, dog. And it's not. I'm sorry, this plate is hot. I'm gonna burn my damn hand.
Y'all was hooping though. I won't lie, man. Y'all was really hooping like all the way up to the third quarter with like 5 minutes left.
I mean, bro, we're only down 14 with 7 minutes left. Technically, some BS could happen, and we could, I don't know when, but we could make it closer than what it should be. My point
If y'all can make it a 10 to 8 point game by 5 minutes, y'all got something.
It's just, bro, we don't have one of the greatest players to do it on the roster, and you don't got quote unquote the franchise playing. I mean, anything we really
I won't lie to y'all. I'll say this too. The Joker is still a top level center, but it's crazy. It's like as he gets older, in my personal opinion, his mobility is going to be the death of him, if that makes sense. He's a very skilled player, very, very skilled, but I think as he gets older, his limited mobility is going to be a problem. That's my personal opinion. Yeah, man. Because I'm like, if you think about a lot of the like top tier big men, there's a certain level of athleticism to them that allows them to be able to continue their dominance. I think the skill level on Joker is beyond. It's crazy, but it's like sometimes when I look at Joker in like defensive pick and roll situations, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, that shouldn't be the like I feel like he should be able to do a lot more. And sometimes when I think, I'm like, you know, you're going against Thomas Bryant. Like I feel like you should be just absolutely destroying him. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad shot. You need to do an extra pass, bro. Too eager. Like, who are you, bro? Like, you just shooting up like that. You should have passed it to Schroeder and let him get it off. And then you like, see, that's like plays like that is what matters. Like when you have new guys come in, like you shouldn't be taking that shot, bro. Pass it to the person who's been playing all season.
Austin Reeves is kicking that. But to Joker's defense, though, you always said,
nice, Brian.
It's like he's not necessarily trying to kill Thomas Bryant. You know what I'm saying? He's like, why exert myself when Bron and all these niggas not playing? Like, I can get my cool little 12 and 11 and 15 assists, triple-double, and go about my night.
Yeah, and I respect it. And it's like he lets his other players shine because Murray's been killing this game, bro.
Yeah, like he's cooling, bro. Like, I say this, bro. I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I feel like he'll be okay just because I saw a nigga like Dirk Nowitzki. Now, granted, Dirk is one of the best shooters we've seen.
Like, come on now, Dirk.
But
Dirk better than Joker.
But I'm saying
he don't got that sauce
that Dirk didn't have, right? He can really pass the ball. So it's like, as long as he can just be a presence out there, like Boris Diaw wasn't that mobile, and he was killing in the finals against the Heat. Them niggas had no answer for that nigga.
Boris was mobile, though. Boris was sneaky mobile, though. Like, Boris would come up, he'd be the point guard.
But I'm saying he was 34, though, at that time when he was working them. So I'm saying if Joker can just, you know, they got all this new technology. As long as he just chicks his body right and maybe lose some weight over the course of his career, I think he'll be okay.
Let's be 100, though. I'm like, if you ain't lost weight when you was younger, what makes you think you're going to lose weight when you were older? You have to have a very specific mindset to work harder as you get older. Does that make sense? Oh, massive.
Damn.
So, but that's
right there, boy.
That's game. Damn. Yeah, Jamal Murray, man, he went crazy. That's the reason why y'all lost. Let's be 100.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad that we lost to the best team in the West with no star. I'm not mad at all.
And it was competitive for most of the game. It is a little bit too much.
Bryant is playing the way he's playing, so hopefully when AD comes back, they can just keep Thomas Bryant in the starting lineup and keep AD at the 4, put Bron to the 3, start Lonnie Walker. I'm tired of seeing Pat Bev start. I really am. Truly, I am. I'm tired.
You should be starting Schroeder at the 1. It should be Schroeder, Lonnie, LeBron, AD, and Bryant.
I agree.
Westbrook can come off the bench, but it's like I don't really like Westbrook and Pat Bev playing together. That's not the most ideal situation, personally.
Bothers me to see Pat Bev continue to start. And a Hall of Fame player like Westbrook is really coming off the bench and producing way more.
Like I would prefer Westbrook, Reeves, coming off the bench as a combo. You can put Kendrick
So,
Nunn,
like Bron's
Gabriel.
not gonna play. Why would Westbrook still continue to come off the bench? That don't make no sense to me. Like he can start these games where they ain't gonna be no Bron and all these other niggas starting.
I said the same thing. I'm like, I don't know if you guys are thinking it's going to affect him maybe getting the 6-man award, but it's like if you don't have Braun, if you don't got AD, Reeves is out, Lonnie Walker's out, why do you still be like, let's have Westbrook come off the bench? Like, why wouldn't you start him in these situations? Let him get his shit going early. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. But some of the things when it comes to Darvin Ham's coaching strategies, you can tell he's very like, if this is what I want, it's going to be like this no matter what. I'm not changing it up for nothing. And so I don't know how much of a problem that would be. It's like the thing I've noticed about Ham, he's very good at motivating defensively wise. He's very good at sticking to his game plan. He's very good at saying this is what it is. But I think what might be a problem when it comes to Darvin Ham is making adjustments in the moment. It seems like he's not the biggest on making adjustments in the moment. He's more like, this is what I set. This is the plan. We finna do it. Let's see if it works.
But the Darvin Ham, now I don't know if it's his fault. I don't know if he picks the staff he wants, but it's all staff too, right? Like as much as Tyronn Lue is a good coach, having a dude like what's that nigga named Brian Shaw and Shaq Cassell on your bench, nigga, like you got champions, nigga, that you feel me? So it's like I think Ty Lue would hear something from them niggas and be like, all right, feel me? Same with Frank Vogel and Jason Kidd. I'm not saying Jason Kidd's a hell of a head coach, but as far as him just sitting there and observing and being
Jason Kidd is a hell of a head coach. He is.
Who? Jason Kidd?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as far as just coaching, I'm just like, assistant, like Tex Winters, right? That was Phil Jackson's assistant coach, and that's who helped Kobe maneuver through and figure out how to find his way within the triangle offense. I'm just saying your assistant coaches are just as important as the head. So it's like, I don't even know who our assistant coaches is, bro. To be real with you, I don't even know a single assistant coach. Do you?
No.
That's the problem. I think Darvin Ham is not a bad coach, but his first years being the head coach, and he was always that assistant to the good head coach. You see what I'm saying? So now he doesn't have that assistant that he was to himself.
And also I want to say this too, is like I got my criticism on Ham, I got my criticism on a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we can't get past the fact that y'all roster is thin as hell. And if y'all having all these injuries, what is going on where there's no movement being made, where you guys are trying to make it like you shouldn't have to be bringing up players or adding players in when there's certain injuries where we're like, who is this? Like, who is this guy? Is this his first time playing in the NBA? Like, where'd y'all get this nigga from? I'm like, so that's really kind of the biggest thing, especially in this game where it's like there's 3 players at least that was playing tonight, and I was like, I've never seen them on the Laker bench, and I don't think I've ever seen them in an NBA game before. What is going on?
Did you hear what Bron said?
Nah, what did he say?
They asked him about like roster moves in the organization. They asked him about moves in the franchise, like how come no movement has been made, and he was like, you don't need to ask me that. It's already, everybody already knows what needs to happen, and you know what I'm saying, like
that shit out, boy.
I'm paraphrasing, but something similar like that. I mean, I could pull it up on my phone, but it was just.
No, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was saying like that shouldn't even be a question to ask. Like they know what needs to be happening. They know what needs to happen. Type shit. Like don't ask me.
So do you think, in your personal opinion, they just can't, like, basically what they have to offer, nobody is returning like, hey, yo, like, okay, that's what you're offering. This is what I'm gonna offer you back. Like they're just not getting nothing back? Or do you think they're just kind of like purposely being like, okay, we're gonna see what happens with this roster. We're not really gonna try and move anything right now because we're just thinking about next year already. We already know we ain't gonna win nothing this year. So why should we try to make all these moves this year when most likely we won't get nothing from it?
Well, you gotta remember, bro. One thing about people in business, they won't take accountability, right? So nobody's taking accountability that they might have messed up trading everything for AD. You know what I'm saying? Like now looking down the line, now in the moment, it's like, oh, we got a title. We feeling good, right? But you didn't keep the people around that help you get the title, right? You let Rondo go as soon as you won the title. You let Dwight go. You let JaVale McGee go. You know what I'm saying? You let all these people go after you won a title and you expect it to go back? That don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when you traded for Westbrook, you traded more pieces and more picks. So it's like, we're at the point now, it's like our picks aren't valid until like 2027 and 2029 and 2028. You know what I'm saying? Or way, way down the line. You feel me? Towards the end of the decade. So it's like, we don't have any picks. And there's like, and there's not coming out nobody on the bench. But it's like, are you going to trade somebody for Kendrick Nunn, bro? Somebody that okay. Are you going to trade anybody for Max Christie? Troy Brown Jr., Austin Reed,
no,
Dennis Schroeder,
no.
at best.
And also, by the way, you don't want to trade away Dennis Schroeder. I'm like, you're available.
I'm just saying, as far as if you wanted to make some moves, these are all the niggas that are coming off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're available players to trade. It's like you're either going to get something less than what you already have, or you're going to be trading them away for free. There's no trade value in any of your available trade pieces unless you add a pick to it, and you guys aren't willing to do that.
That's what I'm saying. And so even go to the starting lineup. Are you going? Does anybody want Lonnie Walker? No. Does anybody want Pat Bev? No. Does anybody want Toscano Anderson? No. Nobody wants these guys. So it's like, as much as I know what Brian is saying, it's like, well, Brian, like, you should have known when the season started, like, nigga, this is gonna be probably the fine print. Now, see, my thing is like, go get Carmelo Anthony.
But like me personally, I don't think it's necessarily the fine print. Like, I understand what you're saying, but what's being shown is confirming. You need to make those moves before it was confirmed. You need to make those moves when niggas had the act, like they're thinking like, okay, Kendrick Nunn's about to have a breakout year. Schroeder's about to have a breakout year. Toscano, he's still coming off of coming from Golden State. He got something coming from him. Like Lonnie Walker, like when he was really going crazy, that's when you need to trade him. Pat Bev still had some trade value to him when he first came out. It's like that's when you need to trade them. Now you're this far into the season, everyone is exposed, and everyone's like, I don't want to trade nothing for them guys. These guys are trash. Or I'm not saying they're trash, but they want to do nothing to help us, you know, get to a point that they're trying to get. So it's like I understand where you're coming from because yeah, you're right. But I think it's like too little, too late. They waited too long. They've been able to see what their production is, and you guys don't have any real trade value when it comes to the players that you guys have if you want to improve the team. I'm like,
like right now,
yeah.
If I'm the Lakers, I don't know what's going on with Miles Bridges, but I'm gonna try to go get him. Boogie's out there. I'll try to go get Boogie. Shit, Lance Stevenson's out there. I'll try to go get Lance Stevenson.
But see, that's what kind of boggles my mind too. Is like there is players out there, like with the roster you have. If you guys are willing to play, there's 3 or 4 players where I'm like, who are these guys? Why are you not willing to take a chance on some of these guys, like a Boogie, like a Miles Bridges, like a Lance Stevenson, whatever? It's like, yeah, okay, maybe it might be some crazy thing, but I'm like, at least we got some veteranship out there. Like in comparison to like you just bringing some dudes out of the G League or from no man's land, and you're like, hey, yo, go ball. Let's see how we do today. Like, I don't understand that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you telling me you can't go get Carmelo Anthony right now for the vet minimum? You telling me you can't go get Boogie right now for the vet minimum? Come on now. And you can't tell me that those 2 players couldn't help us when it comes to offensively. Now you can go, defensively, but it's like, come on, man. Like you said, who's playing defense to that totality these days? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
So I'm like, why can't, like, bro, we have Damon Jones that has not even touched the floor in 10
You know how I feel about Damian Jones. I've been talking shit about that boy for a long time. I'm like, I don't even know how this man is making millions because he's 7 feet. Because he is terrible.
That's my point, though. Why can't, but Boogie was averaging 10 and 5 in 15 minutes last year on the Devin Nuggets bench. Like, come on.
Think about when he was with Milwaukee, what he was doing.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, why are they acting like, and I hate the whole narrative, oh, he's a cancer, locker room cancer. I'm just like, look, man, him and AD is boys. I'm feeling like right now he has no choice but to be humble, all that. And, any attitude that y'all claim that he had in the past, I feel like if he really wants to get into the mode and play, you feel me? He's going to have to just hoop. Like, I don't feel like any of that will be a problem.
I'm like, shit, at this point, y'all need to go out and get Quinn Cook. Like, I'm for real, bro. I'm like, man, y'all. I'm like, the dudes y'all giving opportunities to is crazy.
I don't know. Mike Beasley, man, after that big 3, dog, I'm like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't feel the same way about Mike Beasley. You know, like all that talk in that interview, man, that was for the clicks. I like, if I was Mike Beasley, I'd be like, man, you better give me a cut of that interview because he was capping. I'm like, nigga, you don't care about basketball like that. You went to the big three and got smoked. Like y'all need to go get Joe Johnson. I'm like, that dog, you don't care about basketball like that. You went to the big three and got smoked by
This was
niggas that was 40.
the way you was talking, like Joe Johnson didn't even say nothing and just got MVP.
That
Jason
shit was
Richardson was
crazy.
out there dunking like every other play. I'm like, damn, Jay Rich, you looking good out here, brother.
It's crazy to see Westbrook #1 with triple doubles, but like when LeBron and AD not playing, you still gonna bring him off the bench. Somebody tell me how that makes sense.
I don't
Like, why
know.
would you not start him when he's your best player on the court?
Hey, we talked them up, bro. Guess who they just threw in the game?
Cool.
You know who we just talked about him.
I'm trying to see. Who you talking about? Scottie Pippen Jr.?
No, bro. We just was talking about him. I've been
Hold
on
on,
it.
let me.
Yeah,
Who you talking about?
Jones, nigga.
Oh my God! Whenever y'all put him in, that means the game's over. Y'all give up. Whenever you put him in, y'all the game's over, bro.
Bro, yeah.
Damian Jones is so cheeks, bro. He's so weak. Why is he in the NBA, dog? That's when like I'll be like, life really ain't fair. Like he really getting a bag just off of being a tall nigga that can run the floor.
I mean, he can dunk, but I'm like, shit, there's a lot of 7-footers that can dunk.
That nigga Damian Jones is trash, bro. I still remember there was a game where y'all was down and he was really feeling himself. Just shot a three, pulled up, and just airballed it. I was like, what?
Boy,
I
who
was
was
like, that was crazy.
like,
I'm telling you. And then who's the dude with the hair, bro? Who's #9? Like I've never seen, bro, ever.
they just must have signed. That's Sterling Brown, bro. They must have just
He's
signed. Like,
trash, bro. He just been out there running around, bro. Patrick Beverly influenced a lot of niggas on this Lakers team, bro, because a lot of niggas is out there running around, bro.
but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I follow Lance on Instagram, right? He just was posting a flick, bro. He looking good, bro. Like, of course, it was open runs. So you can be like, you're supposed to do that against him, but it's not about who he did it against. It's about the moves he was making at the pace he was playing at. It's like, damn, like he still got the wiggle. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if we was to get him on the Lakers right now, I feel like he'll give us a lot of necessary energy, you know? Like, him and Westbrook will work good together, in my opinion, because sometimes Westbrook looks to get it to somebody that can just kind of go downhill and create. You know what I'm saying? Lance can play make too. Like, it's not like he's just a straight bucket. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, the way the Lakers are constructed, like, I'd rather see Lance out there than motherfucking Sterling Brown. And I don't even know who number 20 is, but whoever number 20 is, I'd rather see Lance out there than that.
I just feel like the Lakers management is really saying, like, hey, look, we ain't finna invest in none of these seasons with you here, LeBron. Do the best you can.
That's what it sounds like.
We got the chip. We did what we did. We got a chip with you here, Bron. We happy with that. But, you know what I'm saying? If you expect any more from us, oh, y'all need to be playing Scottie Pippen Jr. more, man.
I know he balling. He getting right into the lane. Well, that was a good pass.
That was.
It's crazy because Caldwell Pope having the time of his life.
He's like, man, I'm so happy I left the Lakers.
I
Y'all got me the
swear,
bag, and I'm on
like,
a good team now.
they used to bully me. I'm sorry, KCP. I was one of the bullies. But I gave you a lot of credit, and Flu knows we have the live streams to prove it. I apologize after you played your heart out in the finals. Did I not? And Flu has apologized to Kuzma publicly too. So we both had our guys that we did not particularly like on the Lakers, and they're both thriving ever since they left. Ain't that crazy?
Did you see that weak shit, whoever that was in the game? Like, that was a great pass from Scottie Pippen Jr., but could not finish. That was crazy. I hated that the first Lakers game of the 2023 that we went live for, man, it was this. And no LeBron. Darvin Ham shaved his whole face and head. Who is his assistant coaches? I don't know who any of them is. That was terrible, man. I'm upset now. I switched phones and everything, man, just to watch some bullshit, dog. I'm not even going cap, man. I'm not disappointed, but I'm upset. I don't know if that makes sense.
I feel like upset is worse than disappointed. Cause
I
at
was
least
just expecting more, bro.
you're not upset. But if you upset, that means you're bothered.
Damn, what did Brooklyn beat Miami without KD?
Yeah, Kyrie shot some bullshit too. That nigga shot a deep ass three, bro. It's like 9 seconds left. He just pulled up. I say, what the hell going on with this nigga?
Did he make
Like,
it though?
what? Did he make it? Hell no. Fortunately, Royce O'Neal got the offensive rebound and put it back, and they ended up winning the game. But I was like, yo, Kyrie, like, that shot made me think somebody paid you to throw this joint off, boy. I was like, yo, like, and I rock with Kyrie, but I was like, yo, Kyrie, like, if I was your teammate and we lost on some shit like that, I'd have had to beat you up. Something would have to happen, bro. It was like Flu. Like, imagine you got the ball, right? And you is the dude of the team, but there's 9 seconds left and you just pull from 35 feet. And you had 9 seconds to go down. Like, you was only down a point. And not like y'all was down 2 or 3. Y'all was down a point and you shot a 35-footer. Wouldn't you be thinking to yourself, like, why did I do that?
But you know that's Kyrie though, bro. Kyrie do shit like that.
Nigga,
I'll put it in.
you know me, I can't even defend that though. I'm like, nah, that's out of pocket, bro. There's no way you shot that and thought that was the best shot for y'all to win that game. And you see they
Bro,
saying KD could be out a month. I'm like, no, not a month.
it was a knee injury, right?
Huh?
It was a knee injury, right?
Yeah, he sprained his MCL.
Oh, it was an MCL. Ooh. See, when they go into them alphabets, you feel me? When it goes into the alphabet injuries, bro, you got to be scared, especially for the time. They would have just been like a knee bruise or a thigh bruise or like twisted ankle. It's like, all right, we good. But when they go into the alphabets,
Well, they say he's gonna be out a month.
it's probably gonna be more than that, bro. It's probably gonna be because they're gonna be careful with it. If, like, as long as Brooklyn is doing good and everything's going the way they want, they'll probably be real careful with it because I'm like, Katie's had the history of, I'm saying, having them alphabet injuries, and those is never good when it comes to a player not only of his caliber, but I'm saying also when he talks about his physical appearance, being that tall, getting older.
And that he should be back February 9th, right? So I think he'll probably come back after All-Star break. That's what I have to think. If I was to think, that's what I think he'll come back. Because I'll give him to the end of February. And so he'll have that month. Huh?
If they continue to win and do what they do, you think it'll be easy just to kind of like incorporate KD back into the, the equation and, make everything kind of move the way they expected it to move? Or do you think it's going to be kind of like a relearning process to a thing? That's if they keep winning. Do you think they can keep winning the way they've been winning without KD? Is this the time for Kyrie to shine?
Bro, do you know how much Benjamin is averaging?
You said Benjamin?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
He made his averaging 7 points a game.
Wait, who is Benjamin?
Six rebounds and like 5 assists or something like that, or 5 rebounds and 6 assists.
Benjamin. I don't
Benjamin.
know what Benjamin is.
His name is no longer Ben. It's Benjamin.
Oh, you talk about Ben Simmons. I was like, who are you talking? I don't know who Benjamin is. I was like, that must have been a new pickup. Let me not look stupid.
Nah,
Bro, I thought Benjamin was the last name, and I was
I didn't know who.
I was like, I usually know niggas in basketball, but I was like, I'm not sure who Benjamin
I
is.
was the same way. I was trying to be slick about it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna just let him
Benjamin.
keep cooking. I'm gonna let him keep cooking, and maybe he'll give me a clue as to who we're talking about. Right?
That's crazy. He's calling Ben Simmons Benjamin. All right, go ahead. So you don't think maybe possibly Ben Simmons could kind of pick it up? You know what I'm saying? Do his thing, get it popping. You don't think he can like?
They said his driving average on a game is at like 10 or 11% a game or something. No. I lied. Let me take that back. 3.2 drives a game. They said 3 years ago, his last season that he played, he averaged 11.2 drives a game. So he's cutting more than half, almost 3/4 of his drives to the basket per game in 2 years. You think they gonna win with that?
I want to. So
And I don't
remember,
want no BS optimism. I know we can all be optimistic. No. Really look at it, Flu. You don't just turn on scoring, nigga, just because a nigga went down. He don't got that button.
so let me say this. I've been a very big Ben Simmons advocate, supporter. And then there was a time I was like, okay, I was wrong. I do want to say this. I do believe that Ben Simmons, he has no problem fitting into a role. I don't think Ben Simmons has a big ego. I don't think basketball is his number one priority. So I think Ben Simmons has the talent to be a number one option. But if it presents himself where he doesn't have to be, he's not going to be someone who's going to have a problem with not being one, right? Now, obviously, that probably won't get you to the accolades and, what I'm saying, the respect level like a Russell Westbrook, who some people would be like, well, you need to just accept the 6-man position. But it's like, well, look what I've done. I've been an MVP. I'm the lead in triple doubles, etc. So he can have that criticism. Ben Simmons is the opposite. So I believe in Ben Simmons enough, especially him accepting the role, thriving in the role, Brooklyn winning. I think with KD going down, I do think we'll get an elevated Ben Simmons. I'm not saying he's just going to go crazy. He's going to be on no KD type level, but I do think he's going to be able to complement Kyrie enough where he will be a second option and they won't fall off as much as people are thinking. That's my prediction. That's just what I think. And I see Zen laughing. That's what I think. I think Ben is a very solid
player. Straight face through everything you just said, dog. I started laughing as soon as you said, I think Ben Simmons is going to be the second option. Oh, my God, dog. Oh.
Disrespect is crazy. Okay. That's my personal opinion. That's what I think. No, like.
Bro, Seth Curry has a better chance to be the second option than Benjamin. Benjamin is going to show you who he really is when they need him the most. He's going to be unavailable. He's going to continue the same stats. I'm telling you, Flu, I know you trying to, because even defensively, Flu, what has he been doing defensively? Like, forget the offense. He ain't shutting nobody down. Jimmy Butler was going 8 on them.
Listen, man, this is the thing right here.
I'm right back.
Go ahead. And if y'all don't mind, y'all check that link out. You want to see some funny shit? Hey, go check that link I dropped in the private chat. Look, the thing with them is this. Ben Simmons, unfortunately, Ben Simmons, the brother, we all know he's a talent. He's a special talent in the sport. But the mental aspect of the game he's very limited in that mental aspect of the game. And I ain't gonna hold you. I don't expect to see too much increased scoring from Ben in this situation. And so,
can you hear me, Doug?
why is the internet fucking up? Zen, can you hear me? Flu, can you hear me? My shit fucked. I'm gonna leave and come back. I'll leave and come back.
Damn, what happened to everybody? Everyone zoomed on out.
Now my audio, something went wrong with my audio, so I had to get up out and come back in. But I didn't know Dub was finna leave too.
I went for the bathroom break, and y'all was like, all right, I'm just gonna jet. By the way, if y'all up in here, man, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We here, y'all. You already know what it is. Having a good time. Monday, man. It's a good Monday. All right, Dub back in the game. All right, go ahead. I think
could y'all hear me? Could y'all hear me?
I was able to hear you when I left.
Man, this shit, man, I don't know. Georgia win and the damn internet started fucking up. I don't know what happened, bro. I don't know.
Hey, you see me, I had problems earlier. I had to switch phones. I don't know what's going on with this shit.
Lord have mercy about them Bulldogs. Lord have mercy.
The biggest hater. See, bro, you got to stop with the hate, bro. You got to stop
I'm
with
not
the hate.
hating. It's just like
The hate.
it's crazy how like out of all the championship titles, y'all got the biggest blowout in history. Like they just gave y'all a title. They might as well just gave y'all and not even showed up today. They should have been like, you know what, Georgia, we all got the swine flu. Y'all go ahead and take that dub.
Bruh said the swine flu. That's crazy.
Man,
Niggas eat
see,
bad pork.
that's just. I mean, that's hate to the nth degree. My
Hate. You
God,
call it hate. I call it fact.
you should what you really should do. You should really be proud and happy for Georgia, especially being that Kirby Smart was one of the key reasons that Alabama has been so successful in Alabama history because of Kirby. So you should really pay homage and give Kirby respect, bro. That's really what it should be. Don't leave the hate at the door and just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
Wait, I want to say this when it comes to all y'all loving college football. Y'all know all that comes down to is money. That don't got nothing to do with talent. Like whatever college institution got the most money, nigga.
Man, you crazy as hell because Texas A&M paid motherfuckers an arm and a leg. had goddamn Nick Saban like, man, this shit is out of control with Texas A&M paying. Got the number one recruiting class, and then what they did with the number one recruiting class, they went goddamn 5 and 7 or some shit, some sorry shit, bro. Like, nah, if you can have the talent, but if you can't coach that shit, bro, then and that's what we seen Jimbo Fisher. He has no ability to coach the talent. Nick Saban, he coaches talent, he develops talent. Kirby does the same thing because he comes from that Nick that Nick Saban tree. But nah, you gotta just because you.
My bad. I might have messed some things bringing everybody up in here. Dub, you good? I cut cuz off. My bad. Everybody internet is on some bullshit today. No cap. J Rock, you a hater, bro. You coming here coming at Boo Boo. Ain't nobody even talking about Boo Boo. J Rock a hater. You alive? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Dub, he got paused out.
I'm back now.
Okay,
man, this sorry ass, and I don't know what's going on, bro.
Hey, we all on the same. I feel like we all having problems.
Bulldogs got a title handed to them on a silver platter, like our ancestors used to give to the white man. Here you go, eat it.
Don't do it like that. Don't do it like this.
I know that's crazy. I'm like, this nigga went to slavery. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Hey, but Zen, this the problem. This the problem, bro. The problem, Zen, is if you want Georgia to be held accountable, then don't lose to Tennessee. Don't lose to LSU, and Alabama will be right there.
Did you watch that game?
You damn right I watched
the field goal. The kicker broke the field goal, and then against LSU, we were supposed to win that, and they went for the 2 and we lost. You saw the
football. It's part of football, bro.
You saw the game. You making it.
Did you win? Did you win? Yes or no? Did you win?
Did y'all just get a fluke title? Yes or no?
No. We beat Ohio State, even though you think we should have lost. You think we should have lost. We beat Ohio State. Then we went and we beat TCU. TCU beat Michigan. Michigan beat Ohio State. What are we talking about?
Michigan wasn't even focused. Jim Harbaugh talk about he ready to go back.
Man, here we go with the excuses. Here we go with the excuses. Now he know. Now he knows.
Did he not say he wants to go back to the NFL?
Hey, Zen know what's going on in the locker room now. Zen in the locker room with Jim Harbaugh.
That's what he said. He already
the cap, man.
I'm willing to go back to the NFL before I come back to Michigan. That's what he said.
Listen, Zen,
bro, can I say something real quick? No cap. Can I say something? For someone who's not a college football person who watches, it makes me mad for y'all to argue over college football because college foot, like I can understand like professional shit, even though that's rigged to an extent. But I'm like football, college football. Like, come on, y'all know the best talent goes to the biggest institutions. It's like I'm like, there's only so much to argue about. Like Zed, much respect, but come on, Alabama's been a powerhouse for I don't know how long. Georgia's been a powerhouse for I don't know how long. I'm like, it's always comes down to just situational, in my personal opinion, when it comes to college football, because we know who got the best talent. We always know because they pay for it. they gonna get talent. It is what it is. It just all comes down to which particular powerhouse is gonna get all the way to the end of the game.
Bro,
You upset
man,
like a TCU.
my shit just went out again. I missed everything you said, bro. Everything you
I'm
said.
just saying, every once in a while, you're going to get a situation where a TCU makes it all the way to the national championship, and a lot of times when they get there, you know they probably not going to win because there had to be extraordinary circumstances and an extraordinary roster just to get there. But once they go against that powerhouse, it's rare they're going to win. So it's like I never understand like arguments when it comes to college football because it's so like top heavy. You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of like compare it to boxing, where it's like anybody who don't really fuck with boxing, they'd be like, "Well, I don't understand why you like boxing so much because the upset is so rare, depending on who's fighting." But it's
Well, hell,
like I
Speedy
never get that.
Rashidi. I just talked big cash money about Speedy, and he got his ass whooped. So,
But technically,
respectful,
when it comes to
respectful.
Speedy, I'm like Speedy ain't it like if you want to kind of compare it to like Speedy ain't a powerhouse like we said, Oscar De La
Agreed,
Hoya didn't
agreed.
show him no respect. He went over to PBC and like you said multiple times, Dub is like Al Heyman holds grudges. I'm not saying he did anything where he could get a grudge with Al Heyman, but Al Heyman didn't sign Speedy or have him come over and fight with him thinking I'm about to make you the next big thing. He was thinking, okay, if I can have one of my fighters fight you and create a name off of you, I hope that's how it goes. And that's just the reality of it. It was the same thing with Andrade and Nicholson. Al Heyman was probably in the back rubbing his hands. He was all, let these PBC fighters that I've had for a long time, no one knows about, let them make a name off these dudes that people are trying to cap because they decided not to go with me. It didn't work out for Andrade, but it worked out with Rashidi. And now niggas is talking about Villa, and no one talked about Villa before.
Bro, I don't even really know Villa like that, to be honest, and I be knowing a
I
lot
never
of boxing
watched him
stuff.
fight a day in my life before that fight. Now
Me either, bro.
everyone's
Me
like,
either.
man, I can't wait to see him against Boots because I don't know if Boots is that good. That's what I'm saying.
And that's the other thing. Now we got to look because of the performance Boots had. I'm like, hey, I done been capping for Boots. That's really what it seemed like. I've been capping for the brother because
The thing,
it's, and then what I didn't like when they got into the press conference and they started talking that running shit. Oh, he didn't come fight. He didn't come to fight. He was running.
I
Nigga,
hate
cut the
that.
ring off. Cut the ring off.
Bro, I
Then
hate
what the
when
fuck are
I
you
hate
doing?
when that's what
No,
Tafimo said too in his last fight against
yeah, no, stop the cap, man. That's
who
cap when you start talking that running shit.
who
Don't
Tafimo
do that.
fight the last fight and he didn't look that good against and he got
Yeah,
knocked down.
Sandor Martin.
Yeah, and he said the same thing against him, like, oh, he was running the whole time. You know,
He wasn't trying to fight.
it's like, bro, that's not like I
Just
hate
cut
like
the ring
you're
off.
manipulating the minds of fans who don't know boxing and they think
Right.
the only thing when it comes to boxing and watching a good fight is a slugfest. If
A
you can't
knockout.
cut the
Right.
ring off, you got
You
to
gonna
work
get
on some shit.
and if you can't cut the ring off against a fighter who giving you the goddamn business, that's on you, bro. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like
I will say this though, when it comes to Boots, right? Is as much as I wasn't really impressed with what he did. I give Boots the benefit of doubt in the sense of he's not one of those guys, in my personal opinion, that I feel like PBC and Al Heyman is trying to make the next guy, right? Boots has his very like I kind of see Boots kind of like Andrade coming up, where like he has a niche fan base who really supports him. But personally, I don't see him someone that's getting I do see like the comments trying to say, oh, he's another PVC guy they're trying to push on us. But I don't ever think Boots ever got that type of promotion, to be honest with you, even to this day. That's
I
my
ain't gonna
personal
lie to
opinion.
you, fool. First time I ever heard about Boots was that nigga Gilly. Because he had posted
Right.
a story. And I was like,
and then
it was like my dog going to work. I'm like, who the hell is this? And then after that, I watched like a couple of his fights after that. I'm like, okay, yeah, like, but all the people that he fought, no disrespect, they were tomato cans. Let's keep it real.
well, we got to give him credit for Lipinets. We give him credit for Lipinets.
Yeah,
But everybody
Lipinets,
else
you got to give him credit for. Yes.
outside of Lipinets, yeah, he done it been just
But styles
niggas ain't
make
never heard of him.
matchup. So Lipinets was the perfect stylistic matchup for Boots. Lipinets, he's going to stand there, he's going to bang, he's going to put himself in a position to get hit.
And get fucked up, right? And even this dude, I still don't know the brother name, but I got to give him credit. He fought well off the back foot. He didn't win a round, right? But at the same time, he fought well off the back foot, and to make it to go the distance the way he did, and then for Boots them for especially Bozy, bro. I'm a big Bozy Ennis fan. I'm a huge Bozy fan. And for him to come out and say that shit, bro, like, I was really disappointed. I'm like, nigga, that's the first thing. Hey, if you gonna press forward, you gonna be a come forward fighter. Which you say y'all can fight any style. If you gonna do that, then you know how to cut the ring off. And it didn't look like Boots knew how to cut the ring off.
But you got to think about it like this too. Also, from Boots' standpoint, when you think about the top level fighters that he wants to go after, um, Earl Spence, he won't have to cut the ring off. Terrence Crawford, he won't have to cut the ring off. Virgil Ortiz, he won't have to cut the ring off. Staniosis, he won't have to cut the ring off. So in their mind, they're like, this is one of the few fighters in 147. He's running. He's trying to fight off his back foot. Now, I'm not saying that's something that's going to benefit Boots, because at the end of the day, it's not always about cutting the ring off, because I'm like, Spence has tools in his bag where he doesn't have to put himself in that position. He's going to have to do different things. Terrence Crawford the same way. I'm not sure about Virgil Ortiz. Yes, I'm going to have to see. And same with Staniosis. But if you think about, let's just say at the very least, Staniosis and Virgil Ortiz, those aren't guys he's going to have to cut the ring off. So it's like they feel confident with those two fighters. But like, they're going to bring it. They're going to sit in the pocket. They're going to want to counter punch. They're going to want to put themselves in a position where to hit or not be hit. We can beat those fights. How many 147s we got to cut the ring off? And that's also why I got to say, and I know y'all going to hate it for me, Keith Thurman is still at the top of the weight class, because Boots ain't beating Keith, because he won't be able to cut the ring off on Keith. Y'all can say whatever you want about it, but he won't be able to. Keith got power, and that boy knows how to use his feet.
This
and
is
Boots
the problem
does
with
not work
Keith.
the body like that. So please don't say he's vulnerable to the body. Boots does not work the body like that. If he did, he would have worked the body to old boy last night or on Saturday, and he did not. Head hunting all day.
Hey, I think the fight. Go ahead, Zed. I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first. Then I give my opinion. I disagree with you though. I do disagree.
I don't know why niggas disrespect Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman has a better resume.
It's not disrespect.
He's a top 147. He's an Hall of Famer.
The nigga ain't fought in a year.
Lost to Manny Pacquiao. Like y'all niggas act like he's
vulnerable.
He ain't fought in a year.
He ain't fought in a year, bro. He ain't fought in a year.
Earl Spence. When's the last time he fought?
Last April. What's that? 9 months? 9 months.
Okay. I'm just saying, and I'm like, if y'all don't remember, supposedly he was supposed to fight Keith Thurman before the end of the year. I want a tune-up fight. Then all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, I got into a car accident with a kid, and now I'm injured. By the way, when the car accident happened originally, he said there was no injuries. Now there's injuries. He has to wait. I can't fight again until March, April. So he ain't gonna be fighting for a year. So I'm like, let's keep the same energy for everybody. Thurman's been said he's ready to fight. He's made quotes. I've covered this already. He says, I've been in the gym since like September, and they're not giving me any fights. Let's keep it straight. Let's keep it a buck. I'm like, everybody want to be a Keith Thurman hater, but bro been saying like, I'm ready to fight. Give me who's next. I want to fight somebody. You're not giving them no fights. Earl Spence, on the other hand, everyone wants to say Terrence Crawford is ducking because Earl Spence only been calling out Terrence Crawford. But if you can't get the Terrence Crawford fight, Earl Spence, why don't we keep the same energy for Ryan Garcia for Earl Spence? Take a fight in between. We want to say David Aviasan is a bum, but at least Terrence Crawford is staying active.
Wait a minute. No. But isn't staying active. First things first. But wait a minute, Flu. Wait a minute. When he fought David Avanesian, he was coming off a 13-month layoff. So that's not active. I mean, it is what it is. That's
but
the first thing.
Fought. You can't say he's not active if he just fought, bro.
No, you said he's staying active. No, he's not, bro. Just because he had one fight.
But it was a recent fight. You can't say he's not staying active if he just fought.
Love Bud. I know you love Bud, bro. I understand it.
Keith Thurman, I love Keith Thurman is my favorite fighter. Bud don't even come close to Keith Thurman for me, bro. I don't love Bud like.
Hold on, hey, Keith Thurman or Demetrius Andrade.
That's my favorite fighter. Bud's nowhere near none of them. Like people for some reason think I'm a Bud fanboy. I'm like, nah, nigga. My top favorite fighters is Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman, Demetrius Andrade. Yes, AB's my number one. Yes.
What you think about AB fighting?
Well, Andre, I'm talking about active. Andre Ward's retired. I'm like, AB's a Hall of Famer. I'm like, what are you talking about? AB, niggas want to say AB's undisciplined. Tell me one time he ever missed weight.
Just because he's a Hall of Famer, bro, that don't mean that. I mean, yeah.
Tell me what?
I'm not disagreeing. That AB a Hall of
Okay,
Famer, but
be careful.
I am. I will say that AB ain't look. I don't, what, or matter of fact, let me do it this way. Let me ask you, when the last time AB won a fight clearly, in your opinion?
I don't know. It's been a minute.
Even the bullshit that tune up, what it was, Santiago or some shit that he fought.
Yeah, he probably
Hell,
lost that.
yeah, I was about to say he got a gift decision in that fight. So I
I'm
mean,
just
but
saying.
salute AB. Salute AB.
Tell me
Salute.
anyone else who was a 4-weight division champion at the age he was. That's all I'm saying.
No, he was the youngest 4-weight division. I'm
Okay,
not disagreeing. He was the youngest.
that's my point. I'm like, y'all want to talk about what have you done for me lately? That's fine, but I'm like, that's not how careers go. I'm like, when everything is over, y'all want to talk about Mike Tyson being the best and all this different shit. But it's like when niggas is active,
Oh, wait a
I want
minute.
to be
Wait a minute.
so focused on what have you done for me lately. When it's like we're talking about legends. AB is a legend. Y'all want to say he's undisciplined. When has he ever missed weight?
Who said he was? You come with this undisciplined thing for AB? Who's saying that?
Everyone's saying that. Everyone's saying
No,
AB ain't
but
serious,
you ain't
mental
never
health.
heard me say that. You ain't never heard
Not
me say,
you, but
hey,
I'm saying the narrative on AB is that he's undisciplined.
we got to stop with the narratives, man. We got to stop with this narrative bullshit. Respectfully,
What's
we
out
got to
there?
stop with it, bro. Hold on. So real quick, Georgia won by 58 points.
You said who?
Yeah, I don't even know why you bringing up that
Oh,
given
go ahead.
title that they gave y'all, man. Just cool it, man. Focus on y'all Cowboys next this upcoming Sunday, man.
I did want to talk a little bit about football, even though I'm not big. Real quick, let's talk about that. I don't think you faked the car accident. A lot of times you do feel better after a car accident, then like a couple days later you sore, maybe injured, you trying to get a lawsuit. Yeah, but that's us regular folks. Let's talk about it. Earl Smith's got money, bro. It's just real convenient. He said I ain't had no problems with the car accident. We was good. And then Terrence Crawford took the fight with Obvious on. They was talking about, hey, Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence might happen. Then all of a sudden he's like, yo, I won't be ready till March or April. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that has nothing that there's no correlation. I'm just telling you the events and when it happened. That's it. That's all. I'm like, y'all want to hold everybody else accountable. Y'all want to have shit to say. I'm just like, Earl was saying there was no problems with the car accident, and all of a sudden, when he didn't get the Crawford fight, and they were talking about Keith Thurman, he was like, "Yeah, by the way, that shit kind of hurt. I'll be ready around March or April." We want to talk about Terrence Crawford fighting in a year, Keith Thurman fighting only a year. Earl Spence do the same thing. Let's keep the same energy for everybody. That's it.
Well, I will say that Earl is hurt a lot these last couple of years. I don't know what's going on with him and his bill of health, but it hasn't been for his age. You should now you can say the same thing about Keith, but at least Keith, you feel me, was beating people at the top of his career. You know what I'm saying?
But you're right, Zen. That's my point. Is what was the biggest asterisk on Keith was after he took, he beat Danny Garcia in his prime, beat Sean Porter in his prime. He was injured a lot, and everyone said he was whack because of that. Why is that same energy isn't for Earl? Because Earl has been injured a lot during his prime. Why is it Earl is the best, but Keith Thurman is trash because he was injured? Earl Spence, he not really injured like that. Like, he trying to be he trying to make the Terrence Crawford fight. So because he's trying to make the Terrence Crawford fight, he's the best.
You got to remember though too, bro. When Keith was doing what he was doing, he didn't get the promotion that Earl has, right? Like Earl coming from
People like him.
huh?
Keith Thurman talked too much. PBC was not a fan of Keith Thurman, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, think about it, bro. Only reason I know about Keith Thurman is because my pops, right? And that's because, my pops is a boxing connoisseur. So it's like,
OG fans love Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman drove a Prius when he was making millions. Keith Thurman trained at a LA Fitness when he was making millions. Keith Thurman,
LA Fitness.
bro. Keith Thurman, Keith Thurman was not the type to be on that bougie stuff, and he would talk and speak his mind. Al Heyman don't like that. Think about all the top people Al Heyman promotes. They're quiet. They're saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna do what's next." Like that's the people that Al Heyman promotes.
Probably the only nigga that he allowed to talk, and that nigga made that nigga so much money.
And Floyd would probably tell you, like, "Yo, I wasn't signed by Al Heyman. We was joint partners." You feel me? So it's almost like people do not want to acknowledge that, and I understand because it makes their narrative sound better. I know Dub wants to dispute what I just said. I want to hear from Dub. How you feel about that? I'm like,
I wasn't done.
Al Heyman. Okay.
I think last fight against Barrio showed me like Keith Thurman still has some goods in him. It just I feel like in Keith, there's nothing wrong with doing what other niggas is doing and buy a couple tomato cans if you gotta wait. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But I think he's so competitive because he felt like he wasted so many years already. He don't want to do that because he's like, I don't want to breaking my hand on a bump. So I think that's what it is.
But even to add on that, think about it from Keith's side. What we just talked about. He's driving a Prius. He's working from LA Fitness. He don't spend money, so it's like he not in this for the money. He's made his money already. That's what people don't understand when it comes to Keith Thurman. When you were Keith Thurman fan, he's not in it for the money. He's in it for the fights that matter for his legacy. And they're not giving it to him.
But that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, I'm just talking about it's like, you know, you got your money. I'm like, you can always go get some more money. You feel me? But I feel like also if you know you injury prone or you have, you know, an injury past, then, you know, fighting the important fights would make more sense. Like Barrios, I think, was a good one to show people like, okay, I can still a taller fighter. He's supposed to be younger. He's supposed to be all this. Watch me show you how I work. You feel me? So I think that was a good fight to show people that, you feel me, that he still got the goods. And it's like now,
it's crazy. But the narrative off of that fight is, oh, he got hurt to the body, rather than being like, can you please show the before and after of Mario Barrios' face?
He got hurt during that fight. I watched all the rounds.
Not really, bro, but that's what people be trying to say. And I'm like, and I'm just saying, I'm like, Gervonta Davis stopped.
So now let's go ahead, Flu. Go ahead, Flu.
No, go ahead. You good.
So we got to be honest about that fight. We got to be honest about it.
Yeah,
I'm one of the individuals. I think he was hurt to the body. And we've seen Keith hurt to the body multiple times. And what he do? He started to spit that mouthpiece out. Veteran tactic. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and collect them breaths, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to breathe without that mouthpiece. It is what it is. And so I believe once I seen them spit the mouthpiece out, I think that does show some vulnerability to the body. The thing is this though. It's Mario Barrios, bro. It's Mario Barrios. Now watch this. Now hold on. Watch the question I asked you, Flu. Tell me Mario Barrios' best victory.
That doesn't matter because y'all was big up.
Oh, now that don't matter. Now it don't matter.
This is why when Gervonta Davis beat him, oh my God, he beat Mario Barrios, even though he was losing every time. Even though, bro, you know that I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the narrative. I'm always talking about the narrative.
The narrative around Gervonta, narrative, man. We gotta speak truth to facts. We can't worry about narratives. We gotta
can't
speak the
always.
truth.
But this is the thing: we can't always speak the truth in the fact because the truth in the fact isn't the majority, right? We're the minority in how we think of things, so we have to look at the majority. The majority, when it came to Mario Barrios and Gervonta Davis, was he knocked out a bigger opponent, even though he lost mostly all the rounds on the card, and then he won at the end with that knockout, right? So now, when you're talking about Mario Barrios moving up in weight, which a lot of people already said. He had a lot of cardio issues, and he always depleted himself in that. But no one's going to talk about that. And now he goes up to Keith Thurman. How is it the narrative when if you literally do a before and after of Mario Barrios' face, the nigga look like a stone creature afterwards, right? A stone creature, but everyone says, well, I don't know how good Keith Thurman is because it looked like he got hurt to the body. I've never heard of anyone criticizing a fighter after a win and saying, oh, he got hurt, so that's a problem. I've never heard that. I'd like that. To me, I'm like, but that's only with Keith Thurman because there's always an attempt to discredit what Keith Thurman has done because we have been manipulated to think Earl Spence is the top guy.
Didn't Earl Spence get hurt by Sean Porter?
I was going to say that. Yes, he did. But no one talks about it. Earl Spence had the most of all the fights Sean Porter had, the ones at least he lost. Earl Spence had the toughest time beating him. Keith Thurman beat Sean Porter more convincingly, as did Terrence Crawford. Kell Brook beat Sean Porter more convincingly than Errol Spence. But we want to say, well, Errol Spence did his thing. Errol Spence barely won that fight. If he didn't get that knockdown, which was a flash knockdown, he probably would have got a draw. But no one wants to talk about that. And so I'm just always confused when it comes to these things where it's like, why do we pick and choose rather than looking at what it really is? That's all I gotta say. That's it. So I'm like, y'all want to say what y'all want to say about Keith Thurman? All I know is he's won every single fight except against Manny Pacquiao. And that's debatable, but I'll be 100%. Yeah, he lost that fight. He lost against Manny Pacquiao. That's what they have on it. But for y'all to make it seem like all of a sudden he's vulnerable because of him losing Manny Pacquiao, it blows my mind. And I feel like we want to do that to any other fighter. But the reason we do that to Keith Thurman is because we're talking about a particular organization in PBC where it's like we have this thought in this process where it's like PBC has the best fighters. And I'm just trying to figure out what does Errol Spence prove to us to say he's the top of the top, because he's just as inconsistent, he's just as inactive, and he's just as injured as any of these guys that we're talking about. There's no difference. If you want to be real, you want to be technical, Terrence Crawford is the healthiest out of everyone. Terrence Crawford is the only fighter out of everyone who doesn't have injuries like that. That's just a fact. When's the last time we heard of Terrence Crawford being hurt? I don't know. So I'm like, this leniency that we're giving to Errol Spence, I get it. Promotion, marketing, it makes sense. But if we're going to look at the reality of it, someone has to explain to me why Errol Spence said to the people, oh, I'm not getting a Terrence Crawford fight, but I'm considering fighting Keith Thurman. And now all of a sudden that accident came up. I won't be ready till March or April. So that was Terrence Crawford. If that was Keith Thurman, niggas would be calling him like, oh, you scared and stuff. But with Earl, it's like, oh, it's fine. Rest up. Be easy. You good. And you had that video come out when he was drunk as hell. And I guess his woman released it. And it was like he was off opioids or whatever, off of painkillers. No one talking about it. But if that was Keith Thurman, if that was Terrence Crawford, everyone's talking about it. But with Earl, I'm like, Zen, you probably didn't even know about that.
I remember you talking about it on one of your videos.
But no one, no, if it was Terrence, if it was Earl, I mean, if it was Terrence or Keith, people talking about with Earl, oh, it's no big deal.
Man, if it was AB.
If it was shit, that's a great point. If it was AB would be getting dragged. But with Earl, oh, it's no big deal. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, he literally was getting filmed by his girl, slurring his words, not knowing what's going on. But
it's interesting. It's interesting because I'll be honest with you. I ain't a big Earl Spence fan either, respectfully to Earl. I ain't no big fan of him, right? I pick him to beat Bud. I think he beats Bud, but I'm not a big fan of. I'm more of a fan of Bud than I am Earl, regardless. And it's interesting because a lot of the channels I listen to, huge, and niggas from Texas. You feel me? So they huge EJ fans, EJ fans. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with it. My thing is this. My thing is, I've seen both sides of this divide, right? I've seen both sides. I done seen the huge EJ fans. I done seen the huge Bud fans. And one thing I have to say is that I have to be honest. Unfortunately, it seems like at this current moment in time, the Bud fans are more delusional than the EJ fans are. They're both delusional. Both of them are delusional.
Interesting. Why? Why is that the case?
Well, the reason being is because they would tell me that although, they would tell me that Bud fighting David Avenesian, that's a good fight for Bud. And he didn't have to worry about EJ. It wasn't, he went and got his check. He went and got his bag. And I'm sitting here like, I don't give a fuck what he made. Matter of fact, more shout out to the brother for making this money. I ain't got no problem with that. What I got a problem with is who he fought. That's it. And so I just haven't seen individual be critical, especially the fans of Bud Crawford. I haven't seen them be critical of Bud fighting David Avenesian. Matter of fact, they make excuses for him. And
why should we be critical of him fighting David Avenesian?
Because he's not the best.
Who is Errol Spence fight that's the best?
Well, Earl, he only fought individual with titles. So we may say Ugas isn't the best. Right?
I asked you specifically, who is Errol Spence fight that's the best? If Terrence Crawford ain't fought the best, who is Errol Spence fight that's the best?
Ugas.
You really think Ugas is the best, bro?
Once again, and see, this is why these are the conversations that's so hard to have, because if Bud would have fight Manny Pacquiao, right? And Bud, when that fight was there, and Bob Arum told you that he didn't want to make that fight for Bud. That's what Bob said, right?
Manny Pacquiao was with PBC. There was no way they can make that fight.
That's not true. And the
Yes,
reason
it
it's
is.
not true, the reason it's not true is because if that's the case, then Manny wouldn't have fought Jeff Horn and got robbed. Like
Jeff
he got
Horn
robbed.
was not with Bob. Jeff Horn was not with Top Rank.
I didn't say he was with Top Rank. I never said that.
It was easier to make that fight because Jeff Horn was with a lower tier promotion, so
Wait
PBC
a minute.
was able to take the A side.
No, hold
Come
on, hold
man.
on. Manny,
Don't talk about that.
Manny at that time was over with Bob then, bro.
Exactly. So he got the A side.
I'm not talking about and this is the problem. This is the problem right here.
I'm
I
confused.
bring up Manny and you start talking A side and no, that's not what I'm
Because that
saying.
matters. That's always comes down to like if you're going to talk about promotional, if you're talking about why this person didn't fight anyone, you can't exclude certain things about it. Like
Wait a minute.
I don't understand that.
You don't even understand what we're talking about.
I
What
do
was the
understand.
question? What are we talking about?
If certain fights aren't being
No,
made,
no. What are we talking about?
if you're saying if there's a reason why Manny Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford didn't make, but supposedly they're under the same promotion, why didn't the fight happen? It's because there's
Well,
always going to be an A side and a B side.
but that ain't what we're talking about. So
Okay,
once again, what we're talking about is Manny Pacquiao. If he would have fought Bud Crawford, we would give Bud credit for beating. And I think Bud would have beat him, and so we would have gave him credit. Now, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me finish. Let me finish, bro. Let me
No,
just
I hear
let
you.
me
I hear you.
finish.
I'm sorry, but I'm like, you
You know
can't
where I'm
say that
going.
and say we're not talking about the same thing. You
We're
can't make
not.
a fight without there being an A side and a B side.
But that's not. We're not talking about that fight. That's the problem. You're talking.
How are we not talking about the fight? You just brought it up.
I brought that up to say if Bud would have beat Manny, right, we would have gave Bud all the credit. You
That's
asked
what
me.
it is. Who knows?
Hold on, Flu. Hold on, brother. Let me just get to. Let me get to my point. And then I'm gonna shut the hell up and let you cook.
All
If
right.
Bud would have fought Manny and Bud beat Manny, we give him Bud all the respect and the credit for that fight, right? Ugas fought Manny and beat Manny. But then when Earl beat Ugas is no good. That's my point. What I'm saying is that let's just be consistent on because you just told me you asked me, well, who Earl would have fought that's that good? And I bring up Ugas, and then you're gonna tell me what? Was Ugas that good?
Was he?
I'm asking you.
I think he's like a B plus tier fighter.
So does he get credit for beating Pacquiao?
Of course, he gets credit for beating Pacquiao.
And so then, if Bud would have beat Pacquiao, we would give Bud the credit for beating Pacquiao. And then if so Ugas beat Pacquiao, we got to give him that. We got to give him that same credit. And then Earl,
because you know I can turn this whole thing on you, right?
See, but this is I'm not trying to turn nothing. I'm just
saying off of your logic. Off of your logic.
But listen what you asked. You said why who has Earl fought that's that good? And I gave you the reasoning behind it. Go ahead.
So I'm literally finna turn this whole logic on you to prove my point. Who did Pacquiao lose to?
Jeff Horn.
And who did Terrence Crawford beat?
Jeff Horn.
Okay. Do you guys give credit for Terrence Crawford being Jeff Horn?
Yes.
No, you don't. Maybe you do, but the majority say no, Jeff Horn ain't. So I'm like, I can turn the same logic on you. The same way. Bro, I'm just saying the same way y'all. Why do you guys
this
praise
is the thing.
Uber?
You
not let me cook. See, I let you do it all.
Just don't let me cook. Just don't put
me
in the same box with them. Just don't put me in their box. Go ahead, bro.
I'm not putting you in the box. I'm just saying, I'm like, those are the arguments that come across daily, and I'm just saying, okay, if you want to give credit for Ugas beating Pacquiao and Earl Spence beating Ugas, then you have to give credit for Terrence Crawford beating Jeff Horn because Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao. So we're at a standstill here. It's the same thing.
No, we're not. The thing is I give credit to them. I give credit to both of them. You know what I'm saying? For beating individual who beat Pacquiao. I want to see both of them fight Pacquiao. I thought both of them would beat Pacquiao. But
is Pacquiao that good? Well, Pacquiao obviously is a legend, but we're talking about he's a legend, but he's not a natural 147er. So it's like,
agreed.
At the end of the day, we can all go off of, oh, Pacquiao's that great, but look who beat him. But it's like Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence would, like, you have to give credit to both. You can't say one or the other. Go
But
ahead.
you just took credit from EJ saying who has he really fought, and
And
then
I
I
don't
brought
think
up
Jeff. I don't think Ugas
Uga.
is. I don't think Ugas is an A+ A- level fighter, and I don't think Jeff Horn is.
But if we're gonna give one credit, we got to give both of them credit.
I'm not
That's
giving
all I'm
either
saying.
credit. That's
Okay,
my
okay.
point.
Also, you're not giving nobody no credit for beating them.
Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter. I just think at the age and the level he was when it came to fighting Ugas and when it came to fighting Jeff
So Bud
Horn,
don't get credit for beating Jeff Horn. Bud don't get credit for beating Jeff Horn. What you telling me?
I think him being Jeff Horn is at the same level of Earl Spence being Ugas. I think both Ugas and Jeff Horn are B+ level fighters.
We got it. My God, man, what's the problem with giving fighters credit? Okay, go ahead, Zen. Go ahead. My apologies. We got to
Man,
give
I
these fighters
feel
more credit,
that
man.
guy in the white class, and they didn't want to give me a shot to answer the question, man. Anyway, nah, man. Look, is we can give Bud whatever, right? We can say, hey, Bud, you didn't go over to PBC because PBC is the greatest, and you didn't go over there earlier in your career, so you can go fight all these guys. You want to give that man that asterisk on him? Fine. I won't even argue with you. But
That's trash, though.
I'm not saying this. I'm just saying if that's what they want, if that's the narrative they want to argue, then that's fine. It's the same thing with Floyd in his resume. Oh, he fought everybody at the end of their career. He cherry picked everybody. It's trash, right? He fought everybody. So the narratives are just going to be the narratives. I'm just saying I won't argue it, right? But when it comes to the Pacquiao situation, why is it okay for every time something happens, if Spence gets hurt, there's nothing on him? But when Keith got hurt, it's, oh, he's pillow hands. Keith, he's always injured. He'll never be the champion he's supposed to be. But I'm like, Earl fucked up that opportunity with Pacquiao. He fucked up that fight. I don't care if he got hurt in training camp. That means whoever he was going against or whatever, clearly fucked, you know what I'm saying? You got the wrong niggas in your camp. If you out here getting hurt weeks before you're supposed to fight one of the fights of your career. I don't see Bud getting hurt before big fights, talking about, oh, I'm hurt and I can't go through. This can happen to him multiple times. Okay, we can say, okay, he was in an accident, right? That's fine. I'm not disputing that. Accidents happen. But I'm saying it's just happening to EJ more than once. So,
self-inflicted. Bro, drink and drive. Let's be honest.
But I'm just saying, if you're missing out on your own opportunities, you have to take that smoke. But if EJ fans won't give that smoke, I don't mind. I'm a Bud fan. I don't mind telling y'all, oh, maybe he shouldn't have fought Anya Sanya. But if I look at it from a business standpoint and generational wealth, which us black people don't have, then I'm like, that's a good ass investment, especially if EJ out here getting in more accidents, somebody can't fight to a specific date. I'm not going to wait while my money might be low or whatever. You feel me? You don't know how many kids he got, how much people depend on him. You feel me? How much mortgages and properties and you feel me? Stuff is so fluctuated right now. You don't know what that money look like. You feel me? You can assume, you know what I'm saying? But nobody knows unless you in that man's financials, nobody knows what's going on. So my thing is if you had to go get that fight so you can feel like you, one, stay in shape and you can get that bag back. Dove's point is what? He didn't fight the best. EJ ain't fought the best. Everybody EJ fought, this nigga Bud didn't fought, and they both didn't beat him. So it's like, I don't understand. Like, there's not one person on either one's resume that's outweighing the other one, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both fought. So it's
Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia.
You can't say Mikey, though, because Mikey came up from 130. So, like,
bro, Mikey Garcia lost to a scrub and retired, bro. Cap.
Like, don't.
After he lost to EJ though, he did it after
What
he
does
lost
that?
to EJ.
What does that matter though, Dub? What does that matter, bro? Lost to a scrub.
So what you're telling me is that when
you
Mikey,
just can I talk real quick? You just argued to me that AB supposedly lost to Santiago but got given the decision, and now you question AB. But when Mikey loses to a scrub that no one's heard of, well, he lost to EJ before. So like, come on, bro. Mikey Garcia won he never fought at 147 before, and that's never fought at 147 in his life, and he lost to a scrub. And you trying to tell me Mikey Garcia is a good win? That is, bro. That's crazy to me, bro. The only person you can say is Danny Garcia, and last I checked, Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia in his prime better than Earl Spence did.
All I'm saying is nobody on EJ's resume that's just outstandingly more impressive than Terrence. That's my thing. So it's like you saying both. The delusion is that EJ thinks that the resume is better than Bud's, and then maybe Bud's side thinks, his resume is better than EJ's. That's where the delusion comes into me. I'm like, none of they fights are outweighing that one. Like nobody has like a Canelo on their resume or Jamal Charlo. Like nobody has these bigger names that you could be like, oh, okay, he beat that one dude. You feel me? Like they've all beaten a similar type of people. The difference is to me is that nigga at Errol Spence's natural weight went up to his weight and knocked out everybody he's touched in the ring. That's what's impressive to me. You can say he ain't fought. It don't matter. He didn't knock out everybody. EJ ain't knocked out nobody. Knockout. We ain't talking about TKOs. Knockout. I'm talking about all this power EJ's supposed to have. He ain't knocked out nobody in the last 5 fights. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not nice. I'm just saying you can't say that Bud got no power and he's knocking niggas out. It just don't make no sense to
Who said that?
A lot of EJ fans say he has no power. Like they say.
See, this is the problem.
I'm
is
not
y'all
talking
been
about you, Dub, when I say
and that's the problem. Y'all been arguing against niggas so much that I'm not bringing any of those what they talk. I'm not bringing none of that to the table right now. That ain't what I'm talking about. Now I want to address something real quick. I gotta address this because my brother Flu, you you my brother, man. I got love for you. I got mad love for you. Man, you capping, you're talking nonsense when you're talking about Mikey Garcia. When you say Mikey Garcia got beat by a bum, he got his last. Mikey Garcia has 2 losses on his resume. His last loss was to Sandor Martin, the same fighter who just put Teofimo Lopez in the motherfucking blender in the motherfucking ring, nigga. That's what we're talking about. That's a fact. That's a fact. He lost to EJ. He lost to Sandor Martin.
Sandor Martin is a top level fighter. You?
No, I didn't say he was top level. I never say he was top level. What I did say though is you just said so. You said that he lost to a bum. That's what you said.
Sandor Martin is not a top tier fighter. Not even close.
So Sandor Martin is a bum.
Him, but no,
Sandor
not even
Martin
close.
Is a bum. He's a bum. You called him a bum. I didn't call him that.
He's damn near close to it, respectfully.
Man,
and what I mean by bum, I'm not saying he's trash. But what I mean by when we're comparing him, if you're talking about Mikey Garcia being an elite level fighter, he should have had no problem with Sandor Martin.
Bruh, Mikey Garcia beat your favorite fighter, nigga. He beat Adrian Broner.
And it was very interesting about that whole entire situation is that you're telling me that Mikey Garcia losing to Sandor Martin is going to make him an elite level fighter.
I never said he was
Sandor Martin elite level fighter. That's what you're telling me.
I never say he was elite level. What you said Mikey got beat by a bum, and I'm telling you that Sandor Martin isn't a bum, and I'm saying that Sandor Martin isn't a bum. That's it.
I stand by that. Absolutely. I think Earl Smith beat. I think Earl Smith beat Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is not a natural welterweight, but I'm like at the end of the day, Adrian Broner already proved what he did previous to the Mikey Garcia fight. He was a four division world champion. And anything after that, when he moved up to 147 is not Adrian Broner's natural weight class. Period.
We're not talking about AB, bro. AB.
But you just said Mikey Garcia beat AB. So does that make AB a bum?
They fought at 140.
So that's what I'm addressing. I'm saying if I'm like Mikey Garcia beat AB, so does that make AB a bum? No, it does not make AB a bum because
he said AB was a bum. You said Sandor Martin is a bum, bro. That's the problem. You don't want to give credit where credit is due. Respect.
You're not letting me finish my point.
Go ahead, brother. My bad.
Because you're making correlations that don't matter. You're telling me, well, if you're saying Sandor Martin is a bum, if Mikey Garcia beat AB, that makes AB a bum. It doesn't make AB a bum because AB has accomplished more than Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence, Sandor Martin, all these dudes. I don't care what a loss happens at any point of their career. If you've already accomplished more than any of your opponents, you can't take that away. That's just a fact. AB was already a 4-weight division champion at the youngest age. Earl Spence has never done that. Mikey Garcia has never done that. Sandor Martin has never done that. None of these guys have done that. So I'm going off of what guys are doing in their perspective, prime when it comes to their age and what they're able to accomplish. Mikey Garcia has not accomplished shit other than being a champion at his respective weight. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect that. But with Mikey Garcia fought Errol Spence. He went up to a weight class he has never fought before, and he lost. After losing to Errol Spence, what ended up happening? He fought a dude in Sandor Martin. Obviously, that wasn't right after, but he fought a dude in Sandor Martin, 147, lost,
Well,
retired.
he fought Jesse Vargas as well. So respectfully.
But
And
is it
my
not?
thing,
Is it not bad, bro?
man,
That
I just go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I just want to interject just this point. You got it. I'm just saying, is it not bad that how do you have a nigga come up to your weight class and you can't knock the nigga out? That's my thing with it. Where's this power at that EJ gotta have? That's all I'm saying. Like I watched EJ, I've been saying that he's nice. I'm just saying all EJ fans, even you didn't say his power was good too. I just haven't seen it.
You've never heard me speak on EJ Power. You've never heard me speak on that.
You said that he has some power.
You've never heard me say that.
All right.
All
I'm saying is, am I wrong or right though? Do they not praise that nigga power?
No, they do frame it that way. They call him the eye collector. So it is what they call him, the eye collector. Respectfully,
Come on, man.
Can I say this?
That's what they
It's
say.
like,
I'm just like, at least Bud is putting what he's doing to the test. Like he's like, I'm that guy and I'm knocking these niggas out. That's all I'm saying. That's why I fuck with Bud. I'm like, when it comes to EJ, he let niggas talk for him, and then it's like, because he don't live up to the hype. It's like, you good, EJ. You still that nigga. Don't even worry about it. We got you. It's like, it don't matter. Like, he could fail expectations and still be at the top.
and let me say this: I'm not trying to disrespect. I have nothing but like I said, I'm not a Terrence Crawford fan. Like I have nothing but respect for Earl. I think Earl is a top elite level of 147. The same way I think Terrence Crawford is. It's just when I get into this bag of defending Terrence Crawford, it makes me feel a way when people discredit him specifically based off of they're not aware of who he's fighting, simply because
they don't know the shit about boxing.
Exactly. They follow Earl Spence so much. People have the perception that the best welterweights are in PBC. And it's very disrespectful.
Damn the PBC, damn all of the promotions.
There's great fighters in every promotion. Like, let's be real. As much as I want to talk shit about, and I know this is a different weight class, I'm like, but a lot of people talk shit about Jaime Munguia, excuse me.
Me,
and
I am. I'm one of those people. Oh, he a duck. Oh, he a duck. Oh, he definitely a duck. Definitely.
He might be, but that doesn't mean he's not a great fighter.
No, it does mean he's not a great fighter.
I don't think that's the case. It does not mean, because I'm like, who these fighters fight has nothing. Let me finish, Dub. Who these fighters fight is not based off of who the fighters pick. When you're like, think about it this way: you're in a company, you're the top salesperson. They're going to protect you at all costs. You got to think of it the same situation. They're not willing to take a loss when they know you're the best, because they're like, I'm not ready to give up what this revenue is coming in at. When it makes sense, when the money makes sense, let's take that chance. So it's like, whether or not these guys aren't as good as they are, whether they are as good as they are, we can't blame it on the fighters, because at the end of the day, fighters don't make fights. Promoters make fights. And that's always just been my argument is Earl is a great fighter. Terrence is a great fighter. Keith Thurman is a great fighter. 147 division, honestly, it maybe like 2 years ago was amazing. Now it's kind of falling off, obviously, because these guys are getting older, but it just ultimately, it's just unfortunate. Now we're at the situation where we as fans talk more about what ifs, and we'll never necessarily see these guys in the ring together, and we should see it, and that's really the big point. Like, let's be honest. Like, we can talk about this shit all we want, but in reality, it's like, are we gonna get Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford this year? Probably not. That's my opinion. Like, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Like, I personally don't think we're gonna get Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. I think we're gonna see Terrence Crawford probably move up to 154. I think we might see Errol Spence fight Keith Thurman. But something deep down makes me say that PBC is not gonna make that happen, because PBC and Al Heyman have not liked Keith Thurman for a long time. I'm a Keith Thurman fan for a very long time, so I know that. I know PBC and Al Heyman has not been a fan of Keith Thurman because he talks too much and he doesn't like to spend his money. So, we can talk about what ifs, but in reality, it has nothing to do with the fighters. I think the fighters, they trained all their life to put themselves in a position to fight the best and to see what their skill level and skill set comes out to be.
Hey, real quick, Flu, I just want to ask a question. Is the brother, and shout out to the brother, let's talk about it. Is he talking about me when he say Doug?
Yeah, you remember, bro? We talked about this on Fluence Lounge,
I
bro. He said he
remember.
just
I
be
remember.
typing quick,
I'm
and he
like,
just
wait a
thinks
minute.
the auto spell is gonna correct it, and it never
But
do.
but I mean, my God, man, the man been calling me Doug for the after being
That's bro.
corrected
Let
on it.
that
He been
dub
calling me
like,
that
man,
shit
I'm
for like,
tired of it.
yeah, bro. Like you been calling me Doug for the last damn
I know he's
3
trying to make
weeks,
it seem
bro.
like you
Like
some white,
chill, bro, chill.
some white hicker.
Look, let's talk about it. Hey, Dub, you can see it's good. Hey, try your best to
DUB, bro.
use the DUB, man.
DUB, dub.
Like I need a dub tomorrow to pay my gas.
Thank you, man. I mean, respectfully to the brother. Shout out to the brother,
Nah, it's
man.
all love. It's
That
nothing but
nigga
love. We gonna
care
go
about
at
the
each other up
boxing
in
for
here.
a
With
second.
nothing
He's
but
like,
love.
is this nigga keep calling me Doug? Who the hell is this Doug nigga?
No, it's funny because when I said during the phone class, I was like, damn, I was like, let's talk about it, man. His autocorrect, like he just be typing the type, and Dub was like, oh, you just gonna call him out like that? Now you gonna feel say, wait, is he calling me?
Bruh,
Like,
so I gave him the opportunity though. I gave him the opportunity to correct it. You know what I'm saying? And because I done seen the brother say it multiple times. Okay,
he
all right,
explained
brother.
it though. You gotta remember he explained it. He said, I think he said like something wrong with his screen or
Man,
something like that.
well, you need to fix your motherfucking autocorrect.
Come
Respectfully.
on, Dub.
Respectfully, bro.
And never look like, see, you gonna be talking that shit when Let's Talk About It come up in here at one point because he comes up here sometime. He'll
Hey,
give you that smoke.
man, bring your ass on, man. I don't duck smoke. I don't duck no smoke. So it is what it is. But I got love for the brother. I got love for him.
Nah, absolutely, man. Nothing but appreciation for Let's Talk About It, man. He ain't nothing
Yeah.
but support, and he
Thank
always be
you.
showing positivity.
What's like? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I'm just tapped out of boxing or what, but I really don't know what besides Ryan and Tank supposedly like what's supposed to be another banger kind of like coming up. Like, well, I guess Triple G and the ball's supposed to be in May, but like what other than those two? Like I really haven't heard nothing. No.
We fucking with you. Let's talk about. We know.
No,
We know.
it ain't no problem, bro. It ain't no problem, bro. We know what you're
That's
talking about.
sensitive right now because it's
Hold on, don't
Zen
do
was
that.
coming
Don't
at
do
him.
that, Zen. I mean, I
Zen
said
was
Zen.
coming.
My
Zen
bad.
was coming
Don't do
about
that,
him
Flu.
about the
Flu,
Georgia
don't do that.
shit.
Don't
And he
do
coming
that.
at him
Don't
with
do that,
Earl
Flu.
Spence. So
If you really want to know, I'm on one. I'm really on one right now.
shit, me
And I
too,
ain't
bro.
gonna hold you.
Okay.
My goddamn bulldog J one, you know what I'm saying? The liquor flowing right now, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to be
Okay.
calm and cool and collective.
Okay. I know we're trying to do
Let that liquor
Don't start Zen. Don't start Zen.
you laying
Don't start
down
it.
tonight to really take in that y'all got handed a free championship. So y'all take this free championship. You know how you get
Hey,
you had a free card in Monopoly? They got a free championship card. I ain't never seen it
look
before
at
in
the
my
hate.
life.
Look
Free
at the hate,
championship
man.
card.
Look at the
Nobody
hate,
cares
man.
that shit,
Go
bro.
ahead and claim your championship now.
Look
Y'all
at the hate.
capping.
Look
Y'all
at the hate,
capping so
man. This
extra is
nigga hate, man.
crazy.
Yo, he's like, what? Ralph.
That nigga, he's hitting you with them like he's hitting you with the like the illustrious words of some shit you don't know, but it's some shit when you look it up, you're like, damn, okay, that's what he was talking about. That nigga really
Who the
flamed
fuck
me.
is
I ain't
Ralph?
even know
Who
that
is this
intersection.
nigga? Do y'all know this nigga Ralph Tresvant? Y'all
I'm
know
gonna say
him?
this right now. I don't, but that means Let's Talk About It. Read books, so he's hitting you with some shit you don't know about it. You gotta look it up. You gotta Google that shit. Then you like, damn, this nigga dissed me.
Oh no, I'm googling right now, bro. I'm googling
You
right
you ever
now.
talk to a nigga? He say some shit to you. You don't even know he dissing you, and then later on you end up find out what he was talking about. Like, damn, that nigga dissed me. I didn't even know that. I was like big up in him during the time. Like, oh yeah, hell yeah, nigga. Then later on, you like, wait, that's what that nigga said
Oh,
to
he
me.
talking about that nigga
Fuck out
from
of
New Edition. Oh man, stop the cap. Stop the cap, man. This nigga talking about the nigga from New Edition,
Yo,
bro.
that's funny, bro. That's funny. No, everybody like when you come up here, you gotta have to because we be clouded, nigga. We be going crazy. Niggas got to like shoot shots all day.
Keep
I told
shooting.
you, this is random right now, man, bro. I was in the gym, bro. I seen a bad
Hold
little
on. Oh,
Mexican joint.
wait a minute.
Fire.
Wait a minute, Flu. Wait a minute. You
Like, I was
pissed
about to
me
get
off
funny.
today, bro. You pissed me off today.
What I do?
Bro said, hey, Zen.
Huh.
My nigga Flu said, hey, I had a chance to shoot my shot, but I ain't shoot that motherfucker. I ain't got the right haircut. Man, shoot the bruh. Fuck the haircut. Man, shoot the shot regardless. What?
Nah, bro. The gym. Think about though, from my perspective, the gym.
Hold on, brother. This is me and my people. My folks get what they tell me. The worst thing they can say is no. That's the worst thing they can say.
That's 100, but you know the gym is one of the weirdest. Bro, the gym is one of the weirdest places to shoot shots.
A nigga miss every shot that he don't take. He
But
missed
hear
every
me
one of
out,
them.
bro. Hear me out. The gym is one of the weirdest like spots to come at a female because I'm like, if the female is up saying no, you have to end up seeing the female every once in a while when you go back to the gym to work out. That makes shit awkward.
And that ain't, bruh, it's only awkward if you feel awkward. If I go in there and I shoot my shot, right,
He does
and I
one of
get
them things.
hold on, and I get turned down, right, I get shot down out that motherfucker. Man, nigga, I'm going back to the gym. I'm gonna hit the same weights when I see
Double
you. Even
savage.
even though you didn't turn me down, when I see you, guess what I'm gonna say? What's up, Queen? What's up, love? How you feeling? You know, I'm gonna
Double
still.
savage.
Hey,
I ain't doing
hey,
that.
you ain't gotta fuck with me. You ain't gotta want it that way. But guess what? I guarantee. I guarantee this right here. I guarantee this. If you continue to stay steadfast
No,
in
I ain't
the
following up on a
salute,
bitch like
the
it's a
respect,
song.
no, stay steadfast in yours. Feel comfortable in your skin. Nah, hey, all right. Keep bullshitting
If,
around. Keep
if a
bullshitting
bitch
around, fool.
if a bitch say no to me, she don't get no second chances. You heard?
What are you talking about? Second chances? There is no
I'm
such thing
saying
as
like if I go up to a hoe and she like
you
no
didn't
to
you
me,
didn't have a
but
you
she
didn't
keeps
have the first.
doing me,
If she said no, you didn't have the first chance. What are we talking about?
no,
How
that's
how
cap.
we get the how we get the second chances if you never had the first chance?
No, that's cap. I had bitches say no to me and they like they wasn't even on that shit. They did not stay thorough with it. I'm telling you, see, circumstances always
Yeah,
create
but y'all
experiences. I'm
young,
being
bro.
a hundred.
Y'all
I've had chicks tell me like try to act like they ain't really about it. I be around them long enough, and all of a sudden they about it, and I'm like, yo, you had your chance. You ain't finna get a second chance with your boy. You should have been there the first time.
it ain't like she got uglier.
No, she ain't got uglier, but guess what, nigga? You told me no, so I ain't gonna give you no chance, bitch.
What the, bro? Bro. Oh, hey, y'all young, bro. Y'all young. Man, fuck a
It ain't
no.
about no. It is not
Bro,
about no young shit because I'm not
man.
that young. It's about
If I really want something, bro. If I really
ain't
want
thinking
something,
the hoe.
I'm not
I'm
saying I
not gonna
want
lie,
every
fool. If you was to pull up on a joint right now with the beanie on, fool, she probably would have gave you some play for sure.
facts,
But what I'm
facts,
saying
bro.
is, it's not even about
You
that.
don't
It's
even
not
gotta,
about
you don't gotta explain to me, fool. I already
God,
know.
bro.
There's a lot of bad hoes at my gym, and I for sure don't say it because I'm like, I don't want to go up where everybody looking at me and I'm just sitting here trying to spit. It's like
Bro,
she.
I'm not even tripping about that. My thing is, I like a very comfortable environment when I'm working out. So if I come on a hoe and if she ends up telling me no, and I see the bitch afterwards, shit is awkward. Not on me or
Why
on
is it
her, but
awkward,
like I try to get the joint. And it's like this shit didn't work. And I'm like, if
nigga?
the shit ends up turning around, she sees me for a certain time, and all of a sudden she wants to start talking to me. I don't give her play. Like you ain't finna tell me no the first time, and all of a sudden trying to circle back and be like,
But
yo, I fucked up.
y'all gotta learn how to manage relationships, bro. You gotta learn how to manage relationships.
It ain't
And
about
when
there's
I
too many
say that,
bitches in the sheep.
and
There's too many
when I
fish in
say,
the sea, bro.
but when I say manage relationships, I'm not saying you ain't got other people you can go. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, nigga, just because you get a no the first time, that shit is still in play, man. That shit is still in play, bro. And
I'm
so,
then tell them about my
y'all,
idea. Like nigga,
y'all,
I
y'all young, bro.
no, bro. I'm like it's all about environment. The gym, in my personal opinion, that's me, is not necessarily an environment where you want to spit at women. It's a very personable environment and it's a very exclusive environment. Now, when it comes, if I go out, if I go to the bar, if I go to a club, I'm talking to at least
No,
20 women.
That's where you don't want to spit at women. The bar, the club. Those are the motherfuckers
Crazy,
you don't want to spit at, bro.
you crazy, bro.
All
That's
right,
where you want to
I
get the
know.
that's
I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
if you go to the bar, you go to the club, you go out, you meet a woman, I can talk to 20, 25 different women and probably get about 15 numbers. And I can decipher through the joint. Now, if you're talking about like a real relationship, like because I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just having women on your roster that you can talk to, etc. If you talk about a real relationship, you want to be in more of a subtle environment. You want to maybe be, you go out to a restaurant, maybe you go to the gym. If you're looking for that, then yes, you're gonna pursue a woman in a different type of perspective. But that's not what I'm on right now. So it's like I want to be very comfortable in my environment. So it's like if I go out to a bar, if I go to a club, things like that, I'm gonna shoot my shot at like probably like 15, 20 women, probably get about 10 to 12 numbers. That's a high ratio right there.
But this is the problem. We're talking, man. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm about to run. I got to run to the bathroom. Like I say, it's the
I gotta get
celebration.
back to I ain't even
Yeah,
cap.
yeah. The celebration of the dogs right now. You know, your boy. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm intoxicated,
Me
and
too,
so
bro. Fluence to the
I'm
dad.
going to the. Hey, I'm going to the bath. I will be right back. Respectfully, respectfully.
How you feel about what we've been saying? Then I'm gonna go use the bathroom myself. Tell them one day, and we ain't gonna go too much longer because you know what I'm saying I gotta
Hold
eat.
it. Hold on, Zen. Hold that shit. It ain't gonna take me that long to get back. I want to hear what you think about what we've
I'm
been
about to
saying. So
freestyle while y'all gone.
just talk that basketball nonsense
It's
with
okay. I'm gonna be right
LeBron
back
and the
too. I gotta
Lakers
use
and
the
shit
bathroom real quick.
that y'all like to talk. Y'all talk that first.
I'm not doing none of that. I'm about to freestyle. All y'all in the that's watching right now, if y'all ain't like to subscribe, about to drop some bars right now for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all dig it, give me some flames in the comments. If y'all don't dig it, give me some flames in the comments. You heard? Here we go. You may not know where we go after life, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix the dirty with the Sprite. Niggas out dying every night by the gun, so I gotta be running in my thing like, you can't stop this. I'm moving and you know I can't stop because I gotta go to the top. I'm never gonna drop. I'm never gonna flop. #1 draft pick, so you know I'm special. I'm trying to get these dollars every day. I know I'm about to go harder every day like I do it. Ooh, you feeling like you really feel influenced. I'm trying to get everything. I'm about to do it. I feel like Brian James in the game. I'm unstoppable, 40 years old. I'm still doing my thing. Hey.
Nigga, is you rapping?
Hey. Huh?
Is you rapping?
Yeah, I'm just flowing, man.
Oh Lord, he done went to old Meek Mills at bro. Real
Blowing
quick,
on their
Zen.
ass, boy. You
Hold
ruined
on,
my
Zen?
sight. Oh my
Zen,
God. I
did you
was
see
going
this though?
crazy.
Did you see Meek
Huh?
Mills at the Tank Davis fight? You know, in the middle of the fight, you remember when they stopped it, right?
Yeah, I know it was part of the whole little thingy thing.
Meek
He talking
Mills
about he
versus
threatened the boxer. Like, nigga, you
yeah,
can't even
no,
fight.
it was Gary Russell Jr., Mr. Gary Russell, what they like to call him. That's who was getting into the smoke, man.
But I'm
What you
just
think
saying,
about that?
like me, you can't fight. Like, no disrespect. You one of my favorite rappers. Like, I grew up listening to Meek.
But you
No,
say he
dead
can't
ass.
fight.
Bro, he can't. Like, look, I grew up listening to Meek, right? So I listened to I was on Meek when he came out with the Philadelphia mixtape. Niggas don't even know about that mixtape. That's probably lost archives right there.
I have no
I was
clue
listening
about
to
it.
Meek. Exactly. And then Dream Chasers is when he really got like big because that's when he signed with Rick Ross and shit like that. But I've been on
And
Meek for a long time. But I'm just like, Meek, you can't fight, my nigga. You got no squabs. Like, you feel me? If you got in some
He got
fights
his
with
ass beat.
that's fine. But like, nigga, you can't be talking to a boxer like he wouldn't piece your ass up if he got into the ring with you. Like, come on, man. Now
It's not
you
even
have
about rings. Not even about rings. Talk about street shit. That nigga would have died. Meek Mill would have died.
I'm just saying, like, you can't fight, bro. So you talking to a boxer trying to say whatever you was saying and then taking away from Take Shine. Like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty crazy to me. I'm like, man.
Can I, real quick, I want to address these topics from last time. He said
hold
she
on,
might
wait
not
a
be
minute. Y'all
interested.
thought I was
Go ahead.
finished when I bought that Aston Martin. Y'all thought it was rent. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Meek Mill don't know how to fight. That nigga, you seen him hit the boxing gloves? That nigga would have been slept like it was midnight and that nigga took 2 beers, nigga. Like that
Yo,
nigga Meek
yo,
Mill
Dub,
don't know
you
what
know
the
that
fuck he's doing.
song you just said? That's exactly the song Philly gonna play when they come and run y'all.
No. Meek Mill would have got slept. But real quick, let's talk about this. She might not be
The cap. Here
interested
we
at
go.
the
Here we go with the
time.
cap. The nigga,
And then a
you
couple
capping right
weeks
now
later,
because
hold on, let me say
Alabama
this.
ain't had no opportunity. Go ahead, Fu. My
No,
apologies.
and then a couple weeks later, she might want to venture out. Don't burn your bridges. She could be a millionaire. I'm gonna tell you all this right now. If you a young nigga, don't like. Let's talk about it. I love y'all, bro. I appreciate a lot of things you said, but don't listen to that. If you a young nigga, if a bitch ain't interested in you, nigga, well, you not in sales. Don't keep following up. There's too many women out there for you to take notice to. I'm like, that's the problem that we've been gifted. We think we supposed to follow up on the chick until she finally interests you. If she don't give you no interest in the beginning, some chick that's gonna give you interest. That's the problem.
Is this your words or his words?
That's my words, bro.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now.
And that shit work amazing for me. Maybe I'm on some different type of time. I'm just telling you
I
right
didn't hear
now.
what you were saying. I thought you
Real
were
quick, my
pretty
brother
honest.
Flu. Shout out to my brother Flu, man. Do you have a perm?
I have a what?
A perm?
Nah, nigga, I just got good hair, bro.
Okay, my bad, bro. Hey, respectfully, of course, respectfully.
I just got good hair, bro. I'm like, that
Hey,
shit just water, my nigga.
if my hair was long, well, when I had long hair, I used to have long hair. My shit be something, man. I either had to get that shit braided immediately. I would never leave my hair like that because the shit end up being in knots and shit. And I ain't trying to comb that shit. That was when I
Shit.
was in college. Look, in college,
It got it do be it will get tangled up and it's gonna be a bitch when I get it like, you know what I'm saying, braided and all that type of shit, or if I want to get it twisted, but I'm like shit, man. It is what it is. I ain't tender headed, so
yeah, I am. I'm very tender headed.
I'm like
That's why,
whatever happened,
bro,
happened.
I literally cut my hair because I was in college and it was, you know, you had the females and shit braiding your hair up. You feel me? The problem is everybody don't braid the same, and man, it is interesting because you got niggas who they can be light handed as hell, right? They can be real light handed, but have tight ass braids. Then you
Right.
got the heavy handed motherfucker, and you be like, God damn. I'm
What
like,
you
and I'm
doing?
thinking, I'm like, man, my shit gonna be, man, my shit for the last 2-3 weeks, bro. And
So
next thing you know, that bitch last 3 days, and I'm sitting here like, yo, heavy handed ass nigga,
don't
this
be
shit, this
yeah,
shit,
and that shit be like it don't even last that long. That's one
hell
thing about
no,
braids.
man.
Like if you work out a lot of stuff like that, braids really ain't the shit. Like braids
Yeah,
is
that's
like
why I cut my hair.
I was like, I can't cut my hair. I've been growing my shit too long. Like I was like,
I ain't gonna hold you though.
that shit gonna hurt my soul.
One thing I used to do, what I figured out was okay, stop get like I would get probably the front fourth of my head braided and then everything else plaited. You know what I'm saying? Have my plaits out in the back, and them plaits don't hurt nearly the same way that them braids hurt. You feel me? Now I'm still gonna be tight on the forehead. I'm gonna be tight on the forehead,
The
and you know it
hairline
feel
pushes
like
back crazy.
I'm gonna say feel like your eyes got to be open all the damn time. I'm gonna be there,
Hmm.
but at the same time, it's much better to be there than my whole motherfucking. It's man, I just hate when they braid it to the back and they don't know how to do the damn back of that shit, bro. Next thing you know, your shit tight, your braids sticking up in the back and shit. And man, nah, hell no.
But now I'm like, braids is such a popular thing. Like, if you really pay for it, that's the thing though. It's like, braids became a thing where like bitches when they
Yeah,
talk when they
I
pay for
wasn't
this shit
paying
like
for this shit.
300, niggas is
I,
paying like 200, 150 for dreads and braids, and I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy, bro. Like, I ain't
Negro,
finna do that.
these were females that I
Haircuts is
dealt with in
already
college
crazy,
that was doing it, bro. This wasn't no. I'm not paying for no hairdo, nigga. Like I
bro.
go
I'm
pay.
telling you, I find
I
a hoe
might.
that's trying to fuck with me, and baby girl, go ahead and do my hair. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, matter of fact, I want to come over. I want to sit between your legs. You damn right I do.
Exactly. Get my shit
You damn
right, bro.
right I do. Get
Cause
right.
I
Get
was
right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, every time I got my shit braided by a bitch, man, what followed up 2 days later was never the shit I expected. Like,
Hey,
thank
I
you,
ain't gonna
hair
hold.
braid, y'all.
I ain't gonna, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. My man, my first year in college, first year, I get there and mind you, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama, she been the one really braiding my hair in high school. And so I get to college, you know what I'm saying? I'm off on my own. I ain't got nobody to do my hair. First time I take my hair, and mind you, well, not the first time, but because I was going back and forth. Like when I first got to school, I would go back every weekend, you know what I'm saying, the first month and get my hair redone. After that first month, I was like, nigga, I ain't going back no more. The weekend, we partying down this motherfucker. You feel me? So
Right.
then I found a chick, you know what I'm saying, Nashana. I got her doing my hair and shit, and it was cool. The problem was, like I said, man, eyebrows be out the motherfucker. That's when I started just going strictly plaits. Like I have her braid the front and then plait everything else. Do not touch the back of my neck, bro. Do not touch it with them tight. Don't do it. I don't need it. I can't do it, man.
Can I say something real quick? I don't want the live to go, too long because it's Monday. Boy, gotta get some sleep. I gotta work, but I do want to say this, and this might be a little selfish, but you see, let's talk about it. He was disputing me, and he was like, "Flu, you right." Freestyle. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm giving y'all game, y'all young niggas. I'm giving y'all game how to treat these hoes, these women, whatever y'all want to call them. When you come across a woman, and if your goal is to get it and bag it, I'm telling y'all right now, you putting yourself in a position where you seem like you trying to give them all the attention. You gonna be on the back burner. You might be able to get in and get the game. You might be able to get to play. But I'm telling you right now, that shit in the long run ain't gonna do nothing for you. So if you gonna spit out a woman in your gym that you see on a regular basis, make sure the entire circumstances is absolutely extravagant. Because one, don't think you the only nigga looking at her. Two, don't think you the only nigga spitting at her. Three, it's very rare, and people got to understand it's very, very rare for a very attractive chick to continuously go to the gym. So you have to understand she's already on the top of the food chain. So that's all I'm trying to tell you. If there's a chick that's bad in the gym,
you lying, bro. You lying.
I'm not, bro, because bitches do not go to the gym like that.
Bro,
So
it's not about the gym. This is what you lying about.
About what?
Chicks are never at the top of the food chain.
Are you crazy, bro?
No. This is a true story. This is a true story.
It's not 2005 no more, bro.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
Food chain, broski.
Hold on. Whenever you start to go with that mindset that chicks are at the top of the food chain, right? I'm gonna prove to you that they're not. I'm about to prove it. I'm about to prove it.
I need to hear this.
If chicks are at the top of the food chain, right? Niggas at the top of the food chain in any other situation, they're the hunters if you're at the top of the food chain. Am I wrong about that?
You are.
I'm wrong. So niggas lions are at the top of the food chain. They're not the hunters?
I'm just telling you the dynamic has changed. At one point that was the case.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Not the dynamic anymore.
I'm still at so you're what you're saying right now is the top of the food chain has to be hunted, is what you're telling me.
Correct.
That's not true. That's not true.
Tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong.
Because and respectfully to you, you're the top of the food chain.
No, I'm not, bro.
Then is the top of the food chain.
That sounds good.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove my words are correct.
I'm listening.
When you look at the top of the food chain for any species, what's the ultimate goal?
If you're talking about the natural progression of life, then
hold on. For any species, the ultimate goal is reproduction. The reason being is because if I don't reproduce, then my species no longer exists. Okay. Right? So for any species, that's the goal. Mm-hmm. Agreed upon, correct?
I agree with that.
Now, and the problem is y'all want to give these and respectfully to the women, respectfully to them, but y'all want to give these ladies power. The power that they have only comes from what you give them. And the younger individuals, I got love for y'all, but y'all don't understand it. And that's why you have, I'm about to prove it. That's why you have simping. And we know simps out here. We all know about it. And so that's why you have this phenomenon going on. The reason being is because the men think that the women are at the top of the food chain when they're not. The men are at the top of the food chain.
So we're agreeing to disagree, Doug. You're thinking about it in the mindset of what it used to be. I'm talking about what it is now.
No. You think this is no. You think this is what it is. The problem is what it used to be. For somebody like myself, still it continues to work. As long as I can show
it doesn't work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm talking about the majority. Majority of dudes are simping. So majority of women
don't make it right.
I'm not saying it makes it right. I'm just telling you the market that we're in now. So I'm telling you.
And what I'm telling you is what we should be doing is preaching against that. We should be saying, stop with your simping and start being a man, bro. Women. I promise you. Hold on. This is my last thing. This is my last thing. Then I'm mute myself. I promise you, if you have a simp out there versus an individual who's willing to be a real man, right? Somebody, and when I say a real man, I'm not saying that they're not men. I'm not saying that. I'm saying somebody who's going to stand on their own and do what they gonna do regardless. I'm not going and adjusting who I am for her. When you have that individual, I guarantee more women are drawn to that individual than the individual who's going to conform and say, no, women don't want conformity. They don't want that. What they want is somebody to be dominant. And that's what men have to get back to doing. But we got simps out here. Go ahead, Flu. I'm mute myself. I'll shut the hell up. My
No,
apologies.
I'm saying you're completely right, but I'm telling you, the day and age that we're in, I'm like, none of that matters, bro. Because you might be that one person who's being like that, and there's 4 or 5 other niggas in her DM, in her inbox, texted her who's being a simp. So what I'm trying to tell my young people that are coming up is, yes, you should have that perspective when it comes to women, but I'm trying to tell them, make sure you're in a position where you're not focusing all on one woman. Have options, in the sense of, you have to understand that these women are going to be in a position where they're going to expect more of you than they should, because they have all these simps trying to create a narrative that is not realistic and is not based on reality. There's no more of the day and age of, I'm going to be the man. I'm gonna come across this woman. She sees I'm a man and she's gonna gravitate to me and want to be with me. That's not real no more, because
No,
there's
that's
a
very
lot of simps with money. There's a lot of simps who is able to do the same shit these niggas who claim themselves to be man that can do. And that is my point. You are not just only competing with yourself. You are now competing with these simps, because these simps aren't just niggas who are just like, I'm gonna worship you. No, these simps have great jobs. These simps have great careers. These simps have money. These simps are able to talk the talk. So that's all I'm trying to make people prepared for. The world is different now.
my
Women have
God.
a lot more options when it comes to what is going on. So we can talk as men, and it sounds good. Be strong, believe in yourself, stand on this principle. Yeah, do that, and you may have a woman that you're very interested in, and you're approaching them in that sense. But I'm also trying to prepare them and say, that's not enough nowadays. It's just not. Because the expectation that they're going to have from you is going to be the expectation of being a man, but they're also going to have an expectation of being a simp. Why? Because experience is always key. And a lot of these women, especially if you're going after a woman that's a 6 and above, which is crazy. Yes, a six and above, they're going to have the expectation of a simp as well as a man that they want. So they're going to be like, I want a man who's going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. I want an alpha male who wants to do X, Y, and Z. You're able to do X, Y, and Z. But then all of a sudden you have this simp that they're also communicating with, who maybe not be able to do X, Y, and Z, but they may have more money than the alpha male. Well, you're not able to complete these needs, but the simp is able to. So all I'm saying is, just be aware of that. So I'm not saying don't be alpha, you know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in a position where you can control the situation. I'm not saying don't make your money, all this, do all that stuff. But I'm also saying don't invest all your time in one particular woman. That's all I'm saying. That's my whole point. That's like I'm not trying to take away from none of that. I know it sounds, as we get older, it's like, well, no, we're supposed to fight for the woman. We're supposed to. That's what we want. We want to get. Do that. I'm just saying that. But just have a plan B and have a plan C, because if you really got the game and you got the gift of the gab, you're gonna be able to have the backups. So you won't be too distressed on one. That's all I'm saying. That's just my opinion, and it could be wrong, but that's how I feel.
So first things first, Flu, we want to address. Me personally, I want to address, but I got Zen over here giving me the Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo fist. Yeah, yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
playing.
That
He's
one right
playing
there. That one right
2K,
there. So,
so he's not even
okay,
listening.
okay,
He playing 2K.
okay.
He
I'm
not even
listening to
listening.
y'all. It's just I'm getting my 2K in, man. The Warriors is,
Yeah,
man,
he
they
don't
got
even know
beat
what's
right
going
now.
on.
I'm locked in. I got
I'm
beat.
just from my perspective. I'm just trying to keep people. I'm like like I'm just trying to tell people, when you were able to put all your energy into one woman, don't do that now. And I'm not trying to say be cheating or nothing like
Social
that and try
media
to be on some
ruined it
bullshit.
for
I'm
the
just
good
saying
and for the
nowadays, let me finish. I'm just saying nowadays, when you are dealing with a woman, be very aware in the beginning stages. If you're talking to a woman and they give you certain signs that they are exploring their options, do not be aggressive and do not be so prone to be like, I need to make her my woman. Let me show you what I am. Be okay with it. Be passive.
Man, see, this is the problem right here. This is the problem. I'm gonna be honest.
Go ahead.
When I was coming up, right? When I was coming up, nigga, I'm not trying, bruh. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to make nobody my woman, bro. I'm not trying to make you my lady. What I'm doing is yeah, definitely. I'm gonna talk to you. We gonna rock. We know what it was in school. We know you had multiple individuals that you talking to. Everybody might be at the party that you at. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna take some shots. Y'all might be taking shots together, and then you make your rounds. What I'm saying is man, the niggas today. This is my problem. The younger generation today from what I've seen so far, these y'all trying to give them everything. Y'all want to make the female who respectfully, the female who's a hoe, right? The one getting ran through, niggas running through them, and y'all trying to sit there and y'all giving gifts and time and all that. When she getting, no, bro, you got to understand who to deal with. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
You can't tell me the majority of women who were married was at one point a hoe.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You too old. And at that, it's not even a hoe. It's like when you get to a certain level, you have to understand women are more promiscuous than men. It's like men at some point we don't want to believe that. Oh, women are pure. It's like women has always had more options than men.
Bro, that's a fact.
When you get with a woman and you think, oh, you've been with how many bodies you had? I've only had 5. If you're with an attractive woman, if you're with a 6 and above,
if she say 5, you better add 10 to that. You better
exactly.
maybe 15.
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, let's be realistic. I'm like, women have always had more options than men, and now we're in a day and age of social media. It's even tenfold. So all I'm telling my young,
this is your fault. This is your fault, bro.
All I'm telling them is, women are beautiful. Enjoy them, respect them. But please understand that if you understand who you are and what you're going for and how to talk to women, don't be so infatuated with the one woman you're trying to court. Don't wake up every day, text that one woman every day, good morning, say hello, how has your day been? Don't constantly text that one woman. You should have at least 3 women you're texting. You should have at least 3 women you're talking to. That's all I'm saying. That might sound bad, but that's just what I personally think. Have options and figure out what's the best one.
So this
what's the one you need to put your time and energy into?
Zia, what you got, man? Talk to me.
Fuck these hoes, get that money. That's all I say.
Yeah, Zen don't know what the fuck. Zen too young. Zen ain't there yet. I'm like, Zen, he gonna see.
I don't got nothing to do about me being too young, nigga. Just I'm not focused on bitches.
It's not even that. Women are a beautiful thing. Women are always gonna have more options than us.
Nigga,
I'm saying
that's not true.
What?
I don't know why y'all see y'all, bro.
You know what OnlyFans is?
Hold on. I'm gonna prove to you it's not true. I'm gonna prove it real quick. Watch this. Are there more men or women in the world?
It's more men.
No, it's more women than men.
I'm sorry, more women. Yeah, you're right.
So at the end of the day, regardless of how we want to look at it, this is why you've had certain people able to practice polygamy. I don't know. That's what?
That's fake.
Polygamy is fake?
How many motherfuckers you know that is in a polygamous relationship?
Personally?
Other than what you see on the internet.
Personally, right? Personally. I know 4 people in four individuals, 4 men in a polygamous relationship, right?
And it's working for them?
Yeah.
I would have to talk to them.
The reason it works is I'm gonna see if I can get somebody. I'm gonna see. I know one who may be possibly willing to come on the show. I know one for a fact. I got.
So you're basically telling me you have one person that the polygamous relationship is working. You know 4, but one.
No. I know one willing to talk about it.
So that's my point. You're proving my point.
How?
You know 4 possibly, but I know one that's willing to talk about it.
Just because they don't want to talk about their relationship. I mean, it's a lot of niggas who ain't gonna get on the internet and talk about their relationship.
I don't know. I'm like, if you come across most people when they feel like they're in a harmonious relationship, you're like, hey, you want to talk about it? They'll be like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't got to lose.
I mean, hey, it is what it. I think.
Polygamy is not a normal thing, dog. Let's be honest.
No, I never said it was normal. I never said it was normal. Never said it was normal. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, it's gonna be. I brought polygamy into this situation just to simply say that it's more women than it is men.
That's
That's
correct.
why, and that's why, like I said earlier, shit. What's the worst they can say? No. And if they say no, it's still so many other individuals to shoot your shot at that it doesn't make sense for you not to shoot your shot. And
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, that I'm just saying in today's day and age, most men, when you are told no, the level of having the opportunity of someone saying yes is very rare because a regular woman has more options than a regular guy. So when a regular guy is told no, it's because a regular woman sees I have all these options. I don't have to. I don't
that's
have.
only because they look at it that way. It's not true. I
It,
just proved to
it
you.
may
I
not be true,
but
we're
I just
talking.
proved to you it's not true. So it goes into the mindset of these younger individuals
So
as far as them saying that, oh, she got more. No, nigga, you got more options than she got
so
because it's more
we're
females.
agreeing to disagree. That what I'm saying is like I agree with you. It's not true, but you have to understand the way the world works right now. Women don't see it that way because in their mind, you can be a regular chick and you can have a million guys saying, "I want to be with you."
Look how
Or you
women
can have
see
an
it.
average guy and he's chasing after women that they feel like it's out of their class, but they're average women and they're in the same exact field as them. That's all I'm saying. So all I'm trying to tell the young niggas is, look, put yourself in a position where you can capitalize and maximize the most out of when you decide to go after a woman. And you have to understand the environment. The gym is not an environment for you to get a chick. I'm like,
Nigga.
your best.
And what I'm telling the youth is any environment is an opportunity for you to go get yours in.
If
If
you was a
you see
dating coach, Dub,
if
you would
you
have a
if
lot of niggas taking L's.
man, bro, this is the problem. Y'all niggas are so worried about taking L's that people don't understand. Fuck it. You gonna take L's in life regardless. If you
And I
take a L,
respect that,
if you
Dub.
take a L, all
Niggas
that
have
means
low
is move
self-esteem,
forward and
Dub.
continue to press, bro. Like we
Dub,
all
niggas
are gonna
have.
take L's regardless.
I agree with you, but niggas have low self-esteem in today's age. It's like you
Who are
have
we
to be
talking,
very.
bro? This is the problem, Flu. Who are we talking about? Because
Niggas Skip Bayless to the dating world.
am I Skip Bayless? I hope
Because
I
you
ain't
don't want to
Skip
give no.
Bayless.
I'm like I like everything you're saying. I agree with. I swear to God, I agree with. But it's like you have to take into nature the world we live in right now, where it's like it's very
I
hard.
do, but that's the reason I speak the way I speak is because the world that we live in, man, the world is very unforgiving, bro. It's very unforgiving, and so at the end of the day, nigga, I don't care even if you feel that this female right here is out of your class, and I'll be honest. Especially coaching, you get to talk to a lot of, and mind you, when I'm coaching, bro, I'm talking to niggas in
Man,
the
same
fifth
thing though.
grade, the fourth grade, the third grade, right? And I just want to get this point across, and then I'll let you go. But when I'm talking to them and I hear them, they scared to say something. No, nigga, don't be scared. That's the problem. Stop being scared, bro. Stop being scared of rejection because you're gonna get rejected in life. We all done been rejected, and guess what? When you get rejected, all that mean is damn it. For everyone that say no, go shoot 3 more shots. Put them
So
out there.
Dub, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. Rejection is fine. I'm just trying to equip these young folks when rejection isn't a big deal. I'm telling you, this is the environment you want to be able to handle rejection. The gym is not an environment you want to handle rejection. You don't want to be talking to women and getting rejected on a regular basis in a gym that you go to on a regular basis to work out at,
Why not?
because you want the environment to feel safe. You want the environment to feel comfortable
Hold
because
on,
that's where you
wait.
go
See,
to
oh
release
my
stress.
God, man, y'all gotta stop this, bro. Y'all gotta stop this soft shit. So you're telling me that if I go talk to a female and she reject me in the gym, she continuously comes to the gym. I'm in the same gym. Now I'm in a toxic environment. No,
Yeah,
nigga, no, no, I'm not in
that's
a
the day and
toxic
age we're
environment.
in right now.
I'm,
Yes,
I'm
that
I,
woman,
I,
that same woman
man,
that you went and you talked to, they can say you around enough, they can go and be like, well, I don't feel comfortable around that guy. Yes, that's the day and age we're in right now.
My God.
Rather than if you go to a bar, if you go to a club, I tell people all the time, if you're going to talk to women, that's the most ideal situation. And if you want to have as many chances as you want, talk to at least, if you're confident in yourself, 12 women.
Bro,
You
you
can
don't
at
even
least get five
even if you
numbers.
guess how you gain comp, man. This is I gotta be honest. This is
I'm gonna show
ridiculous.
you myself. Like Zen, you
This
tell
is
me myself.
very
Like yo, Zen,
ridiculous.
how many times I told you I've used that method, and the method works wonders for me. I can get numbers at the gym all the time, but I choose not to because you can create a toxic environment where you can have a woman feeling like they can be harassed in the gym because the gym is a very normal environment. You're
Bro,
not
bro,
speaking to women like that.
if I go talk to you and you turn me down, the only way you can feel harassed is if I continuously put myself in that position and continuously come at you when
No,
you
you
don't
can just
want
be
what,
around. It's
bro, no,
2022,
man, my
2023, bro.
God. And okay, all right. And see, this is I will say this. I gotta say this. I can't disagree with you because the the way that individuals move now is totally different than what I'm used to.
That's
And so
all I'm saying.
because of that, I can't disagree with anything you're saying. But I
Like
will say, man, damn all of that, man. Stop being scared. As men, nigga,
I
we're
agree with
supposed to
that.
shoot our shot. Shoot your shot. If they say no, guess what? It's gonna
Move on.
be 20 other motherfuckers that say no, but then there's gonna be 20 motherfuckers that rock with you, bro. Like
I
just
agree with
keep doing you,
the
bro.
I
Keep
agree with
doing you.
everything you saying. I'm just saying in today's day and age, we have to be very careful where we decide to do that. That's all I'm saying. And the gym has turned into a place where it is very easy for a woman to say, I feel uncomfortable with him coming up to talk. That's all I'm saying. Because you're thinking about it from your perspective. I'm thinking about it from my perspective. If I approach a woman and I talk to him, they won't feel that way. Maybe you feel the same way. But if we're talking about the average Joe, there is a possibility he may do that, and they try to. So my suggestion is, if you want to be in a position, if you want to be in a situation, an environment where you won't have any backlash, go to a bar, go to a club, go to a restaurant, then speak to a woman, because most
But
likely
this
that
is
is
the
going to be the
problem.
one time you talk to them where you don't have to see them on a repeated basis where they can feel uncomfortable. It's not about you feeling uncomfortable, it's about the woman, because that's the day and age we're in now.
But this is the
All I'm
problem.
saying.
The problem is this is just in my personal experience. Whenever if I met somebody at a bar, a club, anything like that, the relationship was very short. It usually end up being sex, and then after that, it's a really it's short lived.
Well, let me
And
let me correct you. I'm not talking about long term relationships. I'm just talking about niggas getting, you know what I'm saying, having some
see,
fun.
and this is the problem. See, this is the thing, bro. All right, all right, all right, all right. I understand. I understand now.
Yeah, like I'm
I
talking about,
understand.
like I'm talking
I
to the young
understand.
niggas who are
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
maneuver right now. I'm not talking about us
No,
older
no,
or looking for a
y'all doing the
relationship.
right thing. Y'all doing the
Yeah,
right
if you're
thing. But
looking for a relationship, well, that's a whole different situation. I'm just talking to the young niggas who's like, where can I be able to talk to women and not feel as if there's a possibility of something coming back to me? I'm just saying, like, the gym's not really the place. I would say the club. If you really want the most clear cut way, go to the mall, nigga.
bro, why
Go to
are
the mall.
y'all, man? Y'all be
There be
work,
bitches all the
man.
time.
And I will tell you, you know what I'm saying. My one of my younger cousins, he just got married, right? I ain't gonna hold you. I told the nigga, I was like, bro, do not marry that girl, bro. Do not marry her because you're not gonna be happy, bro. That's just my opinion. And I fuck with you. That's my cousin, and so bro, I'm gonna keep it
Talk
a buck
about
with
it.
you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I was like, bro, don't do that shit. He did it. He did it, and we'll see what happens. And I hope that everything works out perfectly, and that they have a long marriage. And hey, it is what it is, but it's not gonna work, bro. And this is
Don't
I
put that
don't know,
on them.
man.
Maybe, there's always a possibility. We don't know
Bruh,
what may be coming from it. You know what I'm saying?
man, as you get older,
You know.
as I gotten older, bro, I can look and damn near tell what's gonna.
Same here.
I can see this shit now. You feel me? And I know from the beginning. I can go meet an individual, talk to him, and from the first conversation we have, I can tell you if we have an opportunity to be compatible or not. I can tell you that just because I done been through the shit. So I don't know, man. All that, man. when you young, shoot your shot, because the he tell you is no. And even when they tell you no, when I was young, guess what that shit used to give me more hey, that's a boost to me. A motherfucker just told me no. Now I need 2, 3 to say yes. You feel me? Like, nah, man. Stop being scared and just go do your thing, man. Do your thing, but I don't know. So you in a better you know the younger crowd better than I do. Zen, you too.
Well,
Fuck
see,
that.
I don't really know it better. I'm just from my perspective, because I'm like my perspective is different than most. You know what I'm saying? Like my background and what I do as far as the job, things like that, mouthpiece, things like that. Like it's different. It's just I just noticed a switch where there was a point where what I'm saying, men had the upper hand. It just is what it is. I'm not trying to be on that type of way, but I'm like right now, women have the upper hand. So if you're younger, coming up in this today's age, I'm just trying to tell men like
Man, they
don't be
only got
so focused. Let me say this: don't be so focused on one woman. That's all I'm saying. It's like the one woman you're trying to court, the one woman you're trying to love, the one woman you're trying to. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. Yes, do it. Just also understand she has options. Like back in our day, we would talk to a woman. We'd be like, okay, she has options, but she doesn't have that many. Like I gotta be out this dude, and I gotta be out this dude. Nowadays, that same woman, it's a lot more. So I'm just saying, just understand as a man, vet, and keep things open. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, don't be invested in one woman. And that may sound crazy, but that's just my suggestion.
Go ahead, Zen. We ain't heard that from you.
I mean, y'all been going at it, man. I just been, I'm about to win this game, baby. I've been focused. I'm locked in, boy. The Warriors, man, them niggas cashing these threes, baby. I'm figuring it out. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, dog, don't let no woman build you. You feel me? She can help build with you, but don't let her build you. You feel me? And you feel me? Just just let shit happen. You feel me? If you want to go out and talk to 50 hoes, go out and talk to 50 hoes. You feel me? If you really trying to find a wife, I suggest you try to go to church, man. Because I'm like, shit, you might get yourself, you feel me, an unloaded turnout.
Church is the worst place to find women. That's the worst place to find women, respectfully.
Shit, yeah, that's my grandma. She gonna tell you it's the best place. So who knows what the best place is? Just go to a place where you feel like you would thrive. How about that? Because some niggas might feel comfortable in church and they game is just flowing off them. Others might think it's the bar. For you, it must be the gym. You feel me? Everybody got they place where they feel like they in a bravado. You feel me? I just feel like do what works for you and don't be afraid to take advice or rejection. You feel me? Those things, you feel me? You're not worried about those two things. You feel me? Feel like you be all right. Figure out something. Like Flu said, there's fat women out. Oh, my bad. There's bigger women out here that's getting love now. So it's like, hey, man.
No, that's the problem right there. Right there, that's the problem.
There is big women out here getting love.
You can't say fat.
Hey, all weekend, did you not ask what OnlyFans was? Did you not?
Dub, I'm telling you right now, man. I don't know why you so in denial, man. I'm like, bitches out here is winning, bro.
Telling you, only like women out here
they winning because y'all letting them win. Y'all letting them win.
You
don't
not
say
wrong.
y'all. Like, wait, Dub. Don't say y'all, because I'm telling you right now, I have no problem with women. I have my rate is immaculate when it comes to hoes. So it's like this is coming from a perspective of a regular nigga who's never had any problem with women, and I'm talking to other regular niggas who have problems with women.
Know how I know you got a problem with women? I can prove it right real quick.
You said I have a problem with women?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me how I got a problem.
Say prove it, bro. Say prove
it. Yeah, prove it.
You wouldn't have to be worried about switching phones and texting motherfuckers back if you didn't have problem with them. It is what it is.
One of my phones.
It is what it is.
Bro, one of my phones don't even got a mobile plan, bro.
Here come the excuses.
I'm being honest with you. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you right now, if we went out, bro, I tell you right now, you would not be able to get as many bitches as I got.
See, that's not what I'm talking. We talking about two totally different things.
You talking about a marriage, bro? You talking about some
I'm not
long
talking
term
about marriage.
relationship?
No,
Bro.
no, 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 no. I'm not talking about
What you talking
marriage.
about? Because I'm
I'm
like,
talking
I'm
about.
telling you right now, I'm like, when it comes to women, I tell you right now, I can give you a full course on how to get a bitch.
That's not what I'm
And,
talking about.
and what you talking about?
So it's one thing to be able to get a bitch, right?
You
There's a
talking about
whole.
keep a bitch?
It's not even keeping. It's being compatible with the individual.
So you talking about a long term relate? So you're basically talking about simping.
So now see this, and this is what it. So you're telling me that simping is getting into a long term relationship.
Yes, because I'm trying to tell you, women nowadays have options. So when you were
Oh
trying to
hell.
get it, bro, it's like Zen, am I tripping? I'm like, you're talking about okay, if you find a woman, how to
If you
make that
don't get
shit
into a
happen.
long, if you don't get into a long term relationship, right? Say you don't. You if who
That's how I
knows?
know
Maybe
we two different, total different things, bro.
and I agree with you. I
You
agree
don't think
with
I
you.
got? You don't think I
Oh,
got three bitches on my line right now that want a long term relationship with me, bro?
no, no, I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
And I'm
saying
telling
is,
them no.
what I'm saying
I'm not even
is,
a cap nigga right now. I don't even like putting this on live, but you telling me I got problem getting bit. You're telling me I can't show you right now three bitches that would love to fucking have my baby and marry me right now.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying something totally different than that. I'm agreeing with you that you're as a man, you're gonna have those options. I agree with you.
Most men don't have my options. That's why I'm telling niggas the game. Most niggas don't. Most men don't have what I like. This is not even me being capped. Like it's not even about money, nothing. Most niggas aren't able to have the capability to do what I do when I come across a woman that I find attractive and speak to them.
And
So
so
that's
now,
all I'm trying
so
to
now,
talk to the people about.
and now I'm see me and you. I believe what's going on right now is that not that we disagree. I think we're talking two different levels, right?
No, I
And
think it's
so
the same. I think
hold
it's
on, no,
just go ahead.
and that's the
No,
problem.
I
You
just
think it?
think that this
Go
is
ahead,
what
go
is
ahead, go
really
ahead.
going on. He's talking from a standpoint where niggas got low self-esteem and is infatuated with the pussy, where they don't want
That's
to
it.
send for one lady.
But that,
You're trying to
That's who I'm talking to, bro. I'm
but
not
fuck
talking
all
to
that shit. Shoot
if
your
you're that
shot.
dude, bro, if you're that dude,
But
and
that's
you're
70%. Look,
my
I'm gonna give you a
God, man.
I'm
statistic.
not
I'm gonna give you
saying that's
But
me. I'm talking to the
and I
majority,
will
bro.
say this. I want to ask a question, Zen. I want to hear what you're saying. I want to ask this:
I'm
Is that
trying to
where?
save
Hold on,
niggas,
hold on,
bro.
fool, hold on, fool, hold on. Is that where what you're telling me is that's where the majority of men under a certain age or whatever, that's where they're at right now. That's what you're telling me,
I'm
Yes.
saying this. I'm
and
saying
that's the
this, bro.
problem with
This is a
society. That's the
statistic. Look,
problem.
there's a statistic out, and I saw it. I should have screenshotted it. I don't know why I didn't. It was on a post. The post said from ages from 23 to 33,
They ain't had no sex
male,
in what, how long?
not necessarily that. Our testosterone levels is at the lowest it's ever been in history at 62%, because we're not
Agreed.
getting enough
Agreed.
sun. So
And
if
there's
our
another
testosterone level is low, that means our estrogen level has to be higher.
and
I'm
to
not
add
Agreed.
on to that,
Agreed.
there's another study where it comes to 18 to like 26-year-olds, they haven't had any sex. They're celibate. They're virgins. So
so
I'm telling you,
so
men are
done.
having
Niggas are
trouble.
living in, bro. Y'all respectfully, y'all living in a totally different world than what I was used to growing up in, bro. Like,
You
Don't
born in the
say
80s,
y'all,
nigga.
nigga.
bro,
Don't
I was
say
You
y'all.
born
in the
'88.
crack
That's a
era.
That's
fact.
Of
not
course
me,
it's
bro.
different,
That's a
nigga.
fact. That's a fact. I'm an '88 baby, bro.
You
That's a
was
fact.
watching Magic Johnson throw no look dimes, nigga. Yes, you were in a
Nah,
different
hey,
era.
hold up, chill.
I
Don't say y'all,
it,
bro. I don't
but
I don't
it's
got no
just,
problems getting women, bro. I'll
my
tell
thing
you
is,
right now, I've
it,
never
it,
had a
You trying to
problem
clump
getting
us
women.
in like
but
you said
it's
we
not
clump
about
you in
getting
with the
women, bro.
boxing, nigga.
It's just that
Me
it
getting women
seems
is one of the
like,
easiest things in the world, nigga. I go anywhere and I'll
but it
stoop
seems
over women quick, nigga. That's
but it
that's
seemed
you
like the
getting
younger
making money.
generation, bro. It seemed like there's a disconnect as far as somebody like
You kind of
myself.
low, Dub. We can't hear you. To be real, you kind of low.
Oh,
I hear
am I
that nigga.
low?
Hold up.
Am I low?
I'm gonna throw him up. I hear him.
Am I low? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, I'll turn you up. Hold on.
My bad.
Nah, I hear you. You good. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is I'm not disagreeing with either one of y'all. I'm just saying from somebody like myself growing up, and yes, I'm an '80s baby. Bro, I grew up, man, in the era I grew up in the early '90s. Niggas will tell you, man, what you go talk to, man. I'm talking about the old heads. You feel me? When you a kid, they but man, go talk to her. I had one of I swear to God, I put this on everything I love. One of or my grandma, right? I used to walk to my grandma's house every day. My great grandma and my grandma. Not the house beside my grandma, but the house after that. It was the twins over there, Bradley and Brian. They was a little younger than me. They had a cousin, Monique. Monique, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. She was fine, you know what I'm saying. But at the time, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the sixth, seventh grade, something like
Was
that.
fucking your cousin, nigga?
No, she's not my cousin. She's
Oh,
definitely
okay.
not my cousin. But this was the crazy thing about it. They dad, right? Bradley and Brian, they father. I'm over there, we kicking it, we playing high and go, we doing all type of shit. He was like, hey, look. When y'all playing hide and go seek, make sure you grab a titty now. Make sure you grab the titty.
Oh, that
You know what
nigga's
I'm saying?
that nigga kind of on some crazy shit to say that to a young nigga.
Hey, but at the same time, what he and this was the thing. I swear to God, I put this on everything I love. So I'm listening to the old head. I do it. Oh, she loved it. Loved it. You know what I'm saying? So now we in school. The next this shit happened on like Friday. We in school on Monday. You know what I'm saying? She want me to come over to the locker. I'm talking about sixth grade, seventh grade, but like it was, bro. We was getting it in,
Duh,
and
duh.
I just, man, I don't know what y'all got going on,
No,
bro.
I believe all that shit. I'm just saying, because I'm like, I got the same story. I was fucking at a young age. Like, I got all the same. Like, I believe all that. I'm just saying, today is a different world because social media. I'm like, we want to be so quick to act like this shit is still the same day and age. But I'm like, I'm telling you, if you talking to a chick and she got a social media page and she got 10 to 20 niggas hitting they motherfucking DMs from a whole nother state, older, on some different shit, nigga, it's not the same, bro. It's
So let
not.
me ask, let me ask this. Let me ask this for both of y'all, If you see a bitch, right, you be like, oh, she bad, you know, I'm gonna holler at her, this, that, whatever. You walk up, you trying to talk to her, whatever, and she be like, well, I can't give you my phone number, but I'll give you my Instagram. Do y'all take the Instagram?
Me personally, it all depends on the situation. Like if I'm like out clubbing, you know what I'm saying, going to different bars, and she says she gonna give me the IG, I'm not taking it. I'm like, look, baby girl, if I'm talking to you right now, I need the phone number. That's all I'm taking. If you're gonna give me the IG, I'm cool because I can find a bitch willing to give me my phone number. It is what it is. I'm not taking IG.
Zen, what about you? You taking the IG, bro? Oh, this nigga Zen don't hear us now. Now he focused on the game. Now he focused on the game.
Is you
He
taking the IG, Dub?
said again.
Is you taking the IG?
Man, heck, bro, I don't even get on bro. I got an Instagram, bro. I don't even get on my shit. How the
We're
fuck
on my same shit. Yeah, if a bitch
how I'm gonna
tells
hit
me,
you up on IG when I don't even get on that? No, hell no, I ain't. Bro,
nah,
if
if
you
a,
can't
if a
get me
bitch
on
tell
my
me she don't take no phone numbers, if she only takes IG or Snap,
cool,
I'm just gonna be like, all
hey,
right, bet you're not interested. I'm on to the next.
fact, bro. If that's what you on, that's not
You
what
know
I'm
what
on.
I mean?
And so, do
She's
your
not really
thing. Do
interested if
your
she's
thing.
giving you her IG. She wants to follow her. You know, I'm like,
I,
baby girl, I'm not your follower. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a leader tonight. So if you're not on that, then you know what I'm saying, you see that bitch over there, you gonna see me with her. You probably gonna want to talk to me later.
hey, all I'm saying is I ain't going that far with it. All I'm saying is
I
if
do.
you,
I'm telling you
if,
right now, Dub. I'm a savage. Like all
I
this
need to
shit. You
be.
think I
This
sound
is the
like you
nigga I
think I'm
want to hang
being a
around.
simp because I'm talking to these young niggas? I'm talking like
No,
this because I'm
we
trying to
never
let
said
you
you a
know.
simp. We never said you a simp. You one of
I
the niggas
give
I
you
would
the game.
fuck with. I would fuck with somebody like
I'll give you the game right now, bro.
man,
Like I'm
but
like, I don't play that.
bro. All I'm saying is when I go out, bro, I'm gonna shoot mine, and if it ain't in correlation with what I got going on, then hey, it is what it is. Hey, it was a
And look,
badass shot. I took the wrong shot. It is
and
what it
look, let's
is.
talk about it. He said it too. It's like some of the shit you can get away back in the day. That's jail now. So it's like you can't be handsy with women. You can't be aggressive.
Facts,
It's all
facts,
about your mouthpiece. So if you don't got
bro.
a
The titties
mouthpiece,
going to jail. Damn,
which
that's a fact.
most of these young boys don't got because you only get a mouthpiece from going out and being in public. They're only used to being on IG, Tinder, and stuff. So when they actually be in front of a woman and they have to talk to a woman and they give you
They have
something that you're
no
not
clue.
used to, they be like, oh shit. And that's how they become a simp because they feel like the only way I can get this woman is I have to agree to everything they do. And they don't realize like Like, bro, I remember I'm like the last time I went out, and it's been a minute, it's probably been like a month and a half. I remember there was a chick. I talked to her, you know what I'm saying? Because where I'm at, you know, there's a lot of bitches who think they lesbians, but any bitch who's a lesbian is just because a nigga done them wrong too many times. I said some shit to her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm with this hoe." I was like, "All right, bet." You get later on, she saw me with another hoe, and she texted me like, "Yo, what you on?" That's all it is. Like, you don't give these bitches attention. Give them interest for the time that you have interest in, and whatever that time frame is for 2, 3 minutes. If they ain't giving you what you want, move on. Because, like you
Move
said, there's more
forward.
women than men.
Move. It's so,
And they'll see it.
but that's the problem from what I've seen from men, right? Or from today's man. And now, mind you, my generation, we're a little different. And so I will give you that. I will give you that. But that's what I'm here for. Cause nigga, you can't, man. You cannot let women take advantage of this shit the way they taking advantage of this shit today. They nigga, there should be no such thing as simping. There should be no such thing.
But you can't get
But
away from it because every woman seems like a prize to most niggas because most niggas aren't talking to women like that. They're only talking to women through their phone, through their computer screen. They're not actually having a conversation. They are scared. Like, y'all can get on me, oh, in the gym, oh, you didn't talk to that bitch. I did not talk to the bitch because I understand environments. I work out on a daily basis. I don't need to go to a gym environment where you got this hole where it's like, oh, this nigga tried it. And by the way, say I know I've talked to plenty of hoes in my gyms and this shit did work out. I don't mind that shit. It's just at the end of the day, I know what the situation is, but put me in the right environment. Nigga, I'm talking to 10, 12 bitches. I'll get maybe 5 to 6 numbers, 50% rate. I don't give a fuck.
bro, man, and that's the problem. People aren't satisfied with 50% complete. They're
I
not
know.
satisfied with that, bro. And
I'm in
and
sales, nigga. That's my job. Like,
yeah,
being
bro,
turned down ain't shit
50%.
to me.
Yeah, I swear to God, man. I swear to God. My partner Quinn, right? That my best friend in life. The nigga he played safety at Georgia. Man, me and Quinn, we go out and we'll look at each other. Hey, I'll be like, hey, bro, what's the worst thing they can tell you? He be like,
No.
hey, all they can say is no. You
And
damn
I tell
right,
you
bro.
this.
Let's go. Listen, hey,
And I
and
tell you
I
this. If you
expect to get
fresh
no.
and you got the talk, that no usually actually means a yes. It's just they ain't got no choice but to say no because they don't want to like on hold.
Man, it just, bro. And even when I get to know, if you laughing, oh, don't start
Exactly.
laughing. Don't start laughing, because if I
No.
get to know and you laughing, oh no, I'm definitely in there. I
Telling
already
you.
know I'm in there.
But see,
But
that's different confidence. Most niggas
y'all
they don't
niggas
think
need to,
that way.
man. Y'all, you gotta have confidence in yourself. And man,
We gave him game. I'm telling you, we got to do a separate podcast for not about sport. I don't want to keep this to one because I'm gonna say sorry 12:30. I got to eat shit like that and go. It's Monday.
bro,
So
it's
last
one,
words.
it's 1:30 where I'm at. It's one
I
thirty
know.
right
Yeah.
now.
Last words, Dub. Any last words you want to tell the people, Dub, before we get up out of here?
Hey, if you catch a
Let's
no,
talk about it. Said it. Yes. BMF is back on. I got to catch that episode. But last words, Dub.
hey, hold on, real quick, Flu and Zen. I want to ask you both of y'all this real quick. Man, are y'all watching any shows? So I don't know what y'all TV shit look like. Are there any shows that I'm missing out on that y'all are watching that y'all be like, hey, Dub, bro, hey, this is a great show right here. You should be watching this. What would you say, Flu?
I won't say it's a great show. It's a good show. Tulsa, Sylvester Stallone. The last 2 episodes were trying to trash because he said he might not do a second season. But Tulsa with Sylvester Stallone, I wasn't mad at it. It was a good time.
What's that on? What's that on?
Um, I bootleg all my shit, so I go on Bflex, Bflix dot.
Don't do that. Don't do it. We'll talk outside of it.
But I think it's Showtime though. I think it's Showtime. But that was a good show.
Zen, man, same question for you. Anything you watching that you would recommend with them ragged ass sneezes, respectfully?
Joe, pre-titled Georgia Bulldogs. Man, get out of here.
Oh, yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Don't do
You
that. Don't do that tonight, bro.
then,
Don't do that.
then, then was like,
We
that nigga
champions.
ain't say
We
nothing about these
champions, bro.
hoes.
We 2 year champions. Y'all ain't won in 2 years.
I'm
Respectfully,
not getting into this, y'all. It's three
matter of
hours,
fact, we
23
beat
minutes.
y'all last. We beat y'all last in the national champ. It
I'm
is
not
what
getting
it
into
is.
this. I want to
Let's not do
eat
that. Let's
food.
not do that.
I'm not getting into this, nigga.
Then,
He ain't
bro,
gonna give me a TV show.
Man,
any
go watch
show, any
Power,
show.
dog. Power. Go watch all the Powers, man.
Which ain't
I
new.
don't watch Power. I don't watch Power.
I know. I'm
Anything
like, I
besides
ain't
Power.
new. That
I
nigga
don't
didn't
watch.
give me no new shows. Last words, Dub. Last words. You want to give the people last words and let them know.
Y'all,
My last
niggas
word is
stop simping
have a
and
great week.
much love to my family, man. Both of y'all family members, in my opinion, and I got much love for both of y'all and appreciate y'all allowing me to rock with y'all. Thank y'all.
Always, nigga. I always appreciate you, Dub. For real, for real. Then, what you guys say to people?
Have a good week.
And we gonna be back. Most likely, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see how this shit go. But most likely, I'll be back tomorrow. But if y'all want to rock in, you already know what it is. This went way longer than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be a shorter stream, but niggas always a good time when it's a long ass stream. Let's give y'all niggas some gems, but shit, just get some sleep tonight, y'all. Don't be too sleepy tomorrow for work, nigga. I'm finna eat quick and try to get some good sleep. So salute, much love to everybody, and shit, we'll be back. If not tomorrow, definitely this weekend. You already know what it is. Much love to people, and
Hey, and last thing first, last things, go dogs, go dogs.
Yeah,
National champions,
free, free,
2 years in a row, 2 years in a row, national
free
champions.
championship they
Shout
gave
out to
me,
them
man.
dogs, man. Shout out to them
Crazy.
dogs.
Worry about them
I want to
crowd.
acknowledge. Let's talk about it. He is right. I'm like, social media changed it. I'm like, social apps and dating apps really changed the game. But we out of here, man. 3 hours, 24 minutes on a Monday is kind of crazy, man. So make sure y'all get some good sleep tonight, man, and just much love and positivity, man. We out.